that surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far. Created a space. In my head it was empty, but I know that I want to be where you are. I was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside.
Hey everyone, it's me, your angelic being, and this fine piece of trash.
Are you really calling me a fine piece of trash?
No, don't you see this napkin I'm holding up?
No, you called me a fine piece of trash. I know it was directed at me.
Nope. You can't prove it. I have a napkin in my hand, and I was calling this the fine piece of trash.
I'm gonna stab you. I swear to you, I'm going to stab you one of these days.
You already have, and then threw me in a volcano 17 times.
That was for your own good.
Well, you're right. But now what time is it?
It's dragon time!
Oh, what do you know? Day 2. Operation Optimum, and everything is still working splendidly. If you didn't know, tonight we are playing the Dragon campaign as me and my friends play a role-playing game together, a Pathfinder version 1, where we play a bunch of dragons hiding in plain sight, hoping to figure out the mysteries of what's happening around the dragon community in hopes to solve the problem before war could possibly break out. And it's possible war might break out tonight. Who knows? This should be interesting. In a few moments, I'm going to bring everyone else into the channel. The brief synopsis is our GM is Kelly, a long, super long-term friend of mine. She started this back 550 some odd episodes ago with me on the 1000th episode, and we've been basically trying to do a every 2 week thing. There was a delay at one point, but we came back. And then there is 2 of her friends, 2 of my friends, but all in all, it's become one big group of happy friends at that point, and it's just smeared into one giant group. I don't know how else to put it. It's like it just happened. What the hell am I looking at? I don't have a clue. So I'm gonna cut this off early, so we can just get right into this. I'm just gonna get into this. Okay, I have no clue what they're gonna be talking about on the other side. I see the talking. We're gonna go in live. Let's find out.
And he would eat me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, that's what would happen. Because he was freaking huge.
I don't know if I've ever seen a cropped Dane. I've only ever seen them with the long tails and the floppy ears. But I don't know if I've seen one. Well, I take that back. I think I've seen one with cropped ears. But I've definitely not seen one with the stubby tail.
Yeah, I mean, he really just looked like a giant Doberman. Like a real giant Doberman. Like, you know how Dobermans are already kind of big? This was like a Doberman whose face was at like the level of my freaking clavicles.
Jesus.
That's not saying much. That's like a Yorkie.
You're funny, but I'm for real about this dog. Like, cane Corsos, they're also big. But they're like, you know, under boot height. This was like, I mean, his face was right up next to my freaking throat. So...
All the better to snatch your throat.
He was a handsome boy, though. He was a real handsome boy.
Danes are such cool dogs, but I hate the fact that they only live 7 years.
The one I just visited was 12 and a half.
Dude, are you serious? That's awesome.
Well, I mean, you probably know why I visited at 12 and a half, but
yeah,
12 and a half. So.
The key part of that sentence was 12 and a half.
Was 12 and a half.
No, remains 12 and a half.
You're right. It won't get any older.
It won't get any older. Won't get any younger, but won't get any older.
So we're live.
Cyber Dane. Can we do Cyber Danes?
Cyber Danes.
I mean, honestly, if they make robotic dogs, I probably would absolutely sign up.
They did. They do have one.
They do.
They're not like dogs yet, though. I would need it. So you know how they're getting to like the Uncanny Valley for people robots, where they put like the fake face on them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would
And
need
then they
that,
fuck
but
'em.
for dogs. Okay, but like those have to be separate things. We're talking about dogs now. We can't bring.
I mean,
that part
it's
up.
legal. It's legal in Washington.
Oh God.
Stop it,
Seriously?
Heather. What are you doing? Stop it! don't ask for more.
I'm just having fun.
So about the Dragon campaign and not talking about bestiality and even though
We're dragons. Is it really bestiality?
Oh God. Yes.
We've had this discussion.
There's your
I
crop.
showed you
Croc
the
had this
work of
discussion
Project
with
Bond.
12 inches of this discussion.
No, I thought we determined that Kronk rolled a die, and it was like much larger than that.
Oh, if I remember correctly, it was a pretty good dongaling.
Didn't we just say 12
What-
inches? Didn't we say 12 inches?
It gets bigger every time I hear it.
It's fish stories.
Floppy dragon dick.
This big.
Fish stories.
Yeah, I don't remember how big it was.
I'm sure I could find a flow sheet of rolling dice to determine penis length if you really want me to. I found the pregnancy one.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right, hold on,
Do
hold
it.
on,
Yep.
hold
I thought we
on.
were gonna go into the woods.
Dungeons.
We are going.
Listen,
And-
I'm not going into the woods with anybody who's trying to figure out how big their dick is. Okay, that's
We
how
gotta-
you wind
we
up
gotta-
coming out of
we
the
gotta
woods
find-
with a hole in your butthole.
We gotta go buy supplies to go into the woods. Oh, the Sammy Sam. Arr. Arr.
You just said
Okay,
cat,
all right.
dude.
So the most contested belief is either you roll 2d4 and add your con modifier,
Oh! Add the God modifier, dude!
or
That's funny.
Wait a goddamn minute here.
Oh, Roderick.
and then wait, then someone has come up with, okay, I have a better one. Halflings are a d4 plus con, elves are a d6 plus con, dwarves are 1d6 plus con, then you have to do a 2d6 plus con for their girth. Humans are 1d8.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Oh my god.
I told y'all I'd find it.
No.
Potato.
Also,
it
whoever
is.
said that about halflings has never met a midget.
I call it the cube.
I'm gonna do the 2d4 plus con.
Is what you lie about it your 2d4 plus charisma?
I came to 7 because it was 3 and 4, and I have a con modifier of 0. So
Oh hell yeah!
AU is rolling with a solid 7.
I rolled a 24 for my cocktail tonight. It was baller.
Nice.
I like how you posted black Great Danes with their ears cropped. Assuming that those were supposed to be black Great Danes with their ears cropped and not like really badly bred cane corsos.
No, those are black Great Danes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ooh, this alcohol is working through me. I got pee already. What?
You don't buy it, you rent it.
What?
Alcohol.
You don't buy it, you what?
You rent it.
Rent it. Okay.
I have found my dice bag.
All right, we ready to rock?
I'm ready.
Well, this is in the bathroom.
I'm pretty sure that
Oh.
we're ready to cock.
Well, wait. He rolled his dice to determine his penis size, and then goes to the bathroom. Is he just doing like confirmation?
Yeah, it's just confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias.
In case you wanted a prettier picture of a Great Dane with an ear crop, I posted it. Because the first one doesn't do it justice. I'm not supposed to like the ear crops, but there's something about it, dude, in a Dane. It's so bad. Danes and Dobermans. I don't know why. I think it's because it makes it seem like they're more alert than they are, because they're such dopey dogs.
I should have gotten a snack on my way home.
I have.
You tried.
I have peanut butter and chocolate chip chewy bars, and I have Fruit Loops, and I have. We could make noodles or macaroni and cheese or something real quick if you wanted.
No, that's okay. I was just craving something salty, and I was like, man.
We have crackers. We have Ritz crackers. There's like garlic and herb Ritz crackers.
All right, here's the last suggestion someone had. roll a d20 for length in centimeters, and then a d12 for radius in centimeters.
Radius in centimeters?
Yeah, for the girth.
What? No way. Circumference, maybe? 12
18
centimeters?
long.
All right, so I got 18.
Oh
12
shit!
centimeters
Also
is like
got
7 inches.
That's 7 inches.
Yeah.
No, 18 centimeters.
It's like a.
12
It's just.
centimeters
It's.
is 6 inches.
It's like it is.
What? It's like a. It's that's bigger than my biceps, dude.
Kelly, that was radius. That's bigger than your waist.
You're right, it was radius, and not even diameter, dude.
That's what I said. Is like I was. It was the last one that I was going through, just going through it, and when I saw the radius in centimeters, I was like, oh, I have to say this one because it's so ridiculously wrong. Someone doesn't understand radius and all that.
No. Somebody doesn't understand centimeters.
They probably meant millimeters, if I were to guess.
Yeah,
No
but 12
way!
centimeters
Put
is too small.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's cool.
My
That's,
fucking
point- at that
thumb
point,
is
that's
12
literally-
millimeters.
that's needle dick.
Needle dick.
Needle.
It's like a needle dick.
Well, even if you rolled radiuses and you got the 1 centimeter as a radius, I mean, you're still only talking about like.
I got 10
mean, I've used-
centimeters as a radius, which is 4 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, which means your
Which means
dong is bigger
8 inches
around
wide.
than most people's are long.
No, that means it's almost the equivalent as the top line of this piece of paper. It's
Wow.
8.5 by 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just for
I'm sorry.
context, Kelly,
What?
hold that against your torso.
Oh God.
That's like. That's
Oh!
I can hear you, Dustin,
I'm just saying.
pounding on your desk.
I'm just. If you put that in someone, they're gonna explode.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It
No,
just.
no,
It's like
but
a
the
big
thing is-
orbital spaceship just coming at you at that point.
The
Oh!
thing is, if it's circumference though, that's much more reasonable, right? Like that's like a good Subway sandwich at that point.
It's not reasonable.
Yeah, it's all about being reasonable. It's all about this is a good
It's
Subway.
you know what it is. You know what it is.
I
It's
think all reason has abandoned this conversation.
Well, like, have you ever seen that video where it's the cat that like really likes crunching on cardboard, and he's just like, he just
Love
slowly
those
like
videos.
moves
That-
down the
that guy
line
has
of it.
such a huge
Like that's
face.
literally all I can think is like, not happening. Not happening. I'll be right back. I need. I
Oh
need a
my
Coke.
God. So yeah,
And we're
we've now
starting.
we've learned that the internet does not understand the difference between circumference and radius.
Okay, but at the same point, like I can't leave yet because you bring it up.
What I would do
It can't even be circumference because if you're talking about a 2 centimeter circumference or 1 centimeter circumference, that's like nothing.
Well, you
What
got
I
a
would do
you got a
is
D20.
1d12. No,
You got a
I would
whole
do
D20.
Yeah.
So I mean the
Critically
average
fail that shit.
that would make the average 11 point 11.
Yeah, except for the standard deviation on that's crap, man.
I would do 1d12 for length and 1d4 for circumference, like, or diameter.
No.
Diameter.
You'd have to use multiple small dice.
For
Because that's what you'd
yeah,
have to do.
because that would be
you
the
want
only
your
way.
minimum
Yeah.
to still be like just a small penis. Because the minimum, if you use like, ooh, well, D20 averages a 10.5. Like, okay, yeah, D20 averages 10.5, but there's some poor sap out there that got a 1.
That well, yeah,
No,
yeah.
a
Well, we call it
D12,
the cube
a
when they
D12.
roll a 1 for length and a 20 for circumference.
I can't.
it's-
The pancake.
Showed.
It's just a pancake
it's-
coming at you.
That's a code. It's 1d12 for length in inches, 1d12 for length in inches, and then 1d4 for girth in like circumference in inches.
For anyone who doesn't know, this is adult Pathfinder.
Not circumference, diameter.
adult
across.
version of Pathfinder.
1d4 for diameter, 1d12 for length. That's what I would do. That seems the most like meh.
definitely.
That's huge. I just rolled 8 inches for Kronk
Woo!
and 3 diameter.
Wow,
It's like,
Kronk.
Jesus fuck, man.
Coming at him with
seriously.
a fist.
Yeah, no shit. No what? No what? I tip very well for that prostitute. Thank you very much.
There's a
I'd
reason
hope
we
so.
call
She's
Kronk
gonna
the
need
Hammer.
surgery.
Just
There's a reason she was calling out to her deity, and it was not because she was enjoying herself.
No, not at all. I think that's why he was like, you know.
It's
we
all
should
for the
just-
money. It's all for the money. It's all for the money.
Hey, Stavrid.
I'm fine if you just want to cuddle. It's okay with me.
Oh, cuddle. Oh. I misheard the word. Whew. All right. I'm good. So yeah, adult Pathfinder. You definitely can't have this conversation in Pathfinder Society.
Welcome to Pathfinder After Dark.
Pathfinder After Dark.
Hello, you're listening to WPAT Pathfinder After Dark. We're going to talk today about Callistria, that smoking hot deity that's all about the sex, the pain, the torture. Everybody loves it. Good cock and ball torture. Oh, yeah.
Well, hello, I'm back.
And hi,
Yes.
I'm Dr. Smith, and we're going to talk about pancake dick this evening.
Pancake dick. Pancake dick.
Hi, Dr. Smith. I hope you're here to clear up some misconceptions about the so-called pancake dick. And let
Yes.
everybody know that all bodies are beautiful, no matter what shape.
Even those who are afflicted with pancake dick disorder can enjoy a healthy sex life.
Also known as PDD.
PDD.
Yeah, we want to make sure the listeners understand that everybody is beautiful, even the grotesque ones.
Oh my
That
god.
reminds me of the meme, Travis.
Oh god. This is going downhill real quickly.
Alright. So, I appreciate they're all trying to avoid having the discussion that we left off on.
Well, we left off with a storm of brewing.
That is
Yeah.
true.
I mean, it is the dragon and the storm, and, it's about time we had a storm again.
Riders on the storm.
So, last time, you guys got yourself into a
On
pickle.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yep, you got yourself into a pickle
on Game Girl.
because the little orphan was so just distracted by this humongo tropical plant that's not supposed to grow there, being grown there in that greenhouse. They decided to take a big old leaf, smash dab off that plant, and hope that no one noticed it. Little did he know that the mayor's actually really OCD about his plants, and he knew that that leaf was fucking missing. Had this conversation with Dustin, and I feel like I might have shorted you guys on how big this leaf was. But like, have you seen those like?
You said banana leaf. It's
Yeah,
huge.
so like, yeah, the big leaf. It's a big leaf.
Like a monstera.
It was a leaf
Exactly.
big enough to cover Kronk's dong.
All right, so a pretty damn. All
Well,
right, so this was basically a small blanket. All right, cool, gotcha.
small blanket.
Not one of those giant blankets that I keep getting advertised for me that are like, this blanket is enough
Oh
to
my God,
cover
dude.
the football team all at once. And like, I just
10
want
feet by
enough to
10
cover my
feet,
toes.
and you're like, God
I've
damn.
seen those too, and I'm like, well, how do you even fucking put them in your washing machine, dude?
I
like-
don't know, and that
You-
bothers me.
You take him to the laundromat.
No. We all know it's like an
Dude, the
ambulance.
laundromat hates it when you wash horse blankets in there. Can you even imagine something that's like 3 times the length of a horse blanket?
I've learned that in this world there are these things called these magic blankets that people put on ambulances that they give to all patients, and somehow it cleans in between each and every patient. No, it doesn't. But yet they give it to every patient. If you're ever trying,
Whatever it's called.
if you're ever transported by ambulance and they pull out a woolen blanket to pull it on you, I suggest say no.
I want to go to the bakery. I want one of these cream eggs that I had when I came through.
I mean, I think that's kind of ignoring the point that you guys are literally just getting into. Unless Heyu literally wants to walk away from what was turning out to be kind of a heated conversation about how to get the DNA back.
Yeah, basically. Hey, you made his point clear that he doesn't care what they do with his blood. He's an orphan. He ain't going back. He's better off living on the streets out here than on the streets in there, so. He made that point. I'm walking away. I'm gonna go grate me some cream rolls. Which way was the
Alright.
bakery?
Look, I understand that people are very concerned about humans having our dragon blood, but I do not wish to do violence to these people for simply doing their job. If we are so desperate to get the vials back, then I believe a stealth smash and grab, I have heard it called, is in order. I do not see a reason to hurt innocents.
The other option we have is we can always call back home and tell them about this new technology that the humans developed and have them tell us what they want us to do.
Can I just say that we're on a reconnaissance mission?
Yeah, well, this is indeed new technology that they have that would be important to know, and they might want to know about it.
Great idea, Sig. I do believe this is something that is at least above my pay grade. I don't know about the rest of you,
I
but
can
I
tell you
also
they're probably
spend a
gonna
lot
tell
of
you
my
to
booze
ignore
on
it.
ale.
What was that, Dustin?
I said I could probably tell you that they're gonna tell you to ignore it. Blend in and all that. We're supposed to be lowly travelers.
And now you're lonely thieves, so.
I'm a lonely thief.
So that would be my suggestion: is to call home, tell them about this new technology, what has transpired, and see what they want to do with it.
Okay, so let's head back to the inn. On the way to the inn, where the hell is this bakery? I want me some cream rolls.
I need like a show of voices to move on or not. At Thick and at Heather.
I'm fine.
Question.
I'm fine with calling people. That's not a stupid idea.
Alright.
Yeah, Kronk
We head back to the
agrees. Kronk agrees with asking the higher ups what we should do about this.
Sure. So you guys can stop off at the bakery. It's Camilla and Ash in the bakery. They're still staffing it. Their patronage has seemed to like dwindle as the day goes on. Ultimately, a lot of their like early baking things would be done in the morning. They do seem maybe a little bit less friendly than they were last time. You can only imagine it was because you were escorted by guards right straight past the bakery on the way to the little mayor's house for your little mini interrogation. But they're still very pleasant to you. They serve you with no problem. And you can select whatever you'd like from within reason from the bakery before heading back into the inn.
Kronk is going to try this thing called a macaron.
Macaron.
That was perfect.
Macaron.
While they're all choosing pastries, I want to pull Quetzal to the side.
Sure.
What's going on, my dude?
Shouldn't you go into the other channel?
No, this is fine if you guys hear. It's nothing anything secret. We're gonna kill them, right? No, I'm having a crisis here, and I go to you. I know we've just recently met, but you know, brothers from another mother kind of deal.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely your spiritual patriarch. Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing. This mission is designed for stealth, for espionage, for lying, and let's be honest, I'm awful at it. Like, really, really bad. And although I'm trying to fill that void that, like, I feel like I was brought on to do, I feel there are others back home that would have been better at that and still be able to protect you guys. So why me?
Well, I mean, I think that diversity in in talent and focus is always a good thing when you're looking to get a good picture. You see things that others of us don't. You know, I mean, you have a stronger code than many of us do, and you definitely have a way with people.
Yeah, bad way
But
so far.
no, not necessarily. I look. I think that you might have a difficult time taking a hint every now and then, but that's fine. Uh, I I think that we haven't been around long enough to really understand truly what the nature of everything is. I mean, I'm still picking up breadcrumbs here and there myself. So, to say that I know what mysteries lurk, in this human world, I would, I can't even begin to make that judgment. I think that Apsu probably has a plan for all of us. If not, yeah, you know, um, he would not have gifted me with these fabulous magical powers.
And this is why I ask you these questions. I just feel there are many that would be able to. When we first went on this mission, Gideon asked me what was going on and what our purpose was, and I pointed out to him another group, and I said, "See that guy there? He's designed to protect this team, protect them, and I'm here to protect you guys, and I will do that. I will put down my life to defend you guys if I need to. But I also feel like back at home, I have the gift of gab. I'm able to like converse and do all this stuff, but out here, being forced to constantly try and put up a facade, I'm not used to that, and I'm not good at it, and I feel like there's others at home that would have been better at it."
Well, I mean, I think that I tend to opt for the truth, to the extent that I can tell it. I'm not very good at lying is my problem, but I also think that even if I were good at lying, it's hard to make a leap without knowing the true culture of the place, right? And
True.
so, we've made a lot of assumptions that haven't really panned out,
No,
but
they have not.
it doesn't mean that you lack talent. It's just we need to do some reconnaissance first. I think that means leaning on our other skill sets. I think Hey You is very good at kind of blending in, and maybe he could keep an ear to the ground and see what's going on. We could, in the future, whenever we come across towns like this, maybe we can like opt to gather a little bit of information first before we start to rob places. But other than that, it seems like um, I mean, we're all doing our best.
All right. Growing. This is what this trip is about for all of us, or at least me.
Oh yeah, definitely growth. Growing the horde. You got to grow the horde.
So, thank you for your time. I'll
I walked
probably
up to him with my mouth full.
in the future.
Oh, what?
Did you just say Aaron Burr?
That's what it sounded like. You need a glass
What's
of milk.
going?
But I will definitely have to speak to you more about this later.
Yeah, absolutely. In the meantime, let's figure out our next steps,
Yeah.
because I think that what we can do is we can probably maybe figure out a way to get our precious fluids back, maybe.
True.
Well,
Croc's
Except
like,
next
mine's
week.
gone.
Cronc's been putting fluids all over this place so far.
Amen.
Quote, it's the only way to clean out my epididymis.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
You do it for pleasure. I do it because I must clean my epididymis.
Ba-dum-dum.
I
Alright.
showed you my cloaca. Please respond.
I saw that and I'm like, this has to go into the dragon chat. It has to.
It was amazing.
When you get back to the inn, your rooms are still as they left them. They actually didn't like send any guards or ruckus anything. The innkeeper has that kind of the same like, how did things go type look on her face, but she doesn't really
Great.
she doesn't approach you guys, but nor does she seem like nervous either.
Yeah. Well, we're walking without guards, so that says something.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, at that point, she's like, "Oh, you had your blood taken too. Happens to the best of them."
I would say let's adjourn to the farthest removed room from everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
Okay, so whatever the furthest removed room we own is what we're going into.
Sure. I feel like in my mind's eye, that would be like yours or Gideon's, but
Sure.
it's fine. Whatever one is the farthest is fine.
Go in there, and pull out the orb of phone home.
This is the Verizon. It's the D phone.
Thank you for choosing Verizon Dragon Phone. Your call will be connected as quickly as possible. Please hang on the line.
All calls may be monitored for quality assurance.
Your call will be recorded for monitoring services. There will be a short survey at the end of Dragon Call.
If you wish to participate, please stay on the line. We can keep going.
I'm saying
I
is
saw
that maybe it's okay that our culture's in decline. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe extinction is good.
It's true. For everything, there's a time, and maybe the time of dragons is past.
Yeah. Now that our magical devices have surveys and questionnaires.
Trying to think of some D&D Pathfinder algorithm thing to slam up Nokia into.
Oh my
I
god!
Can't think of one.
No, that's your thrown weapon. You thrown Nokia weapon. It just never shatters. It's made of adamantine.
With the Dungeons and Daddies podcast at the beginning of the first season, that all of the dads had cell phones, and one of them had a Nokia flip phone, and so everybody had to roll whenever they wanted to use it to see if it died. And Daryl, who had the Nokia flip phone, always rolled with advantage because those things are fucking unkillable. Even in the land of Faerun of Forgotten Realms, that goddamn phone still works.
Oh man.
It only takes 3 of them to stop a bullet.
That's such a random factoid of information. But it's also the exact type of genre that I would expect you to know.
To be fair, Demolition Ranch just filmed a video about it where he made bulletproof vest out of Nokia phones.
That's not the guy that also does Vet Ranch, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's that dude. Haven't seen him in a while on Vet Ranch.
I haven't, because that was the guy that did the non-sterile spay, I think. Because I think Gene tried to show me him back in the day. He's like, look, isn't this so cool? And I was like, yeah, it's really great that he's doing an open abdomen surgery without a mask on and spitting over the animal's body into the camera. That's real great.
Yeah, it's rare that you see them in full surgical garb unless it's like an ortho surgery.
Well, like, even then, shut your mouth.
Oh
Stop
yeah, just
talking to the
something.
camera.
Just some...
Like, just... Shut up. Shut up. Find a different time. Or, like, have the camera over here. Yes, I'm doing a space. Get a pile. Don't have your camera over the open abdomen, please. At least I think that's who that was, but I don't remember exactly. I just remember he was like so freaking excited because he's like, I found this vet on YouTube and that's what you're going to school for. I was like, you're right. But it doesn't take a dummy to realize you probably shouldn't expectorate into the patient's abdomen when they're open.
I'll expectorate wherever I want.
And that's your God-given right. Unless
Unless
it's a
it's not.
surgery. Unless it's medical negligence.
Unless you're gonna get sued when that patient develops septic abdomen.
I mean, to be fair, it was a PIO, so they wouldn't be able to prove it, but...
Oh yeah, that is absolutely true. Never mind. You spit to your heart's content in that, in that instance.
Yeah, you get PLIT to come after me for that. Your PIO abdomen becoming septic. It's literally the definition. Alright.
I like that.
So pull the
So-
orb out. Everyone puts a hand
Yeah.
on it and phones home.
So as you guys do that, the little cloudy dews inside twirl like it is working, but you're not really getting an answer. At least not an immediate answer. When you guys remove your hand from it, it still looks like it's activated. But essentially, you know, if you wanted to roll int, you're getting left on red for a second.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
They sent us away just because they didn't want us there, not because they couldn't figure this out.
If you guys want to wait, it'll be about half an hour before you get picked up. If
I
you wanted to continue to have a conversation in the meantime, you're welcome to. If you literally just sit there and stare at it for
Yeah, I
30
think we
minutes,
should make uncomfortable eye contact for half an hour.
just stare at it as Kronk's trumpet is going off, trying to summon them.
Whoa, Kronk can put his fucking trumpet away, okay? Nobody needs to see that.
Oh, sorry. It's just I ate too many cookies and I just.
Oh my
I just-
God. You
just
know what
need
I
to
just
let it all-
pictured Kronk actually is one of those like musicians that has like all the instruments all over him, with like the drum on his back and like the horns in his legs, so as he's
they
walking,
have
he
the
could-
they have like the cymbals that are
Yeah.
attached to their knees.
so they could just as they're walking make all the music that they want.
I still love the idea of the trombone kazoo. I think that's the best thing ever.
Trombone kazoo. Oh my God.
Yeah, Kronk's into uncomfortable eye contact.
Uncomfortable sullen silence or actual conversation between us.
What's the craziest thing you guys have done as kids?
He's out here making small talk.
Uncomfortablest thing we've ever done as children?
No, craziest thing you've ever done as children.
I wasn't really allowed to have a crazy childhood.
I stole a boat.
Sorry.
You stole a boat?
Well, yeah.
Elaborate.
I mean, when I
Elaborate.
was 21, let's see, it was out in the harbor. It belonged to the chieftain of the village, and I was like, I want that boat. I want to go out in the water. I am a big boy. I am a big boy now. And so I hopped on the boat, and I rowed away with it. Stole a boat. I didn't get very far. My tiny child arms were not good for rowing at that point, and it takes more than one person to crew a galleon.
It's true. It's hard to. I mean, I've always found it hard to do anything with my tiny little arms when I'm in dragon form.
I thought you were gonna say that you like grabbed onto it with all fours and then just like flap the wings like you're trying to like speed it.
Yeah, did you try that, Kronk? Did you try just, flapping your wings?
No, but I will have to try that next time. Now that I am larger and stronger, I might be able to fly away with the galleon.
Yeah, you're like a CR7.
Well, thank you, Wetzel. It's an incredibly kind thing for you to say.
I followed a family in after their walk, and they didn't notice I was in their house until we all sat down for dinner.
That's a question I do have. Hey, you. How?
How what?
Are our people are known to try and take care of our own, and how? How did you live your life so long on the streets without someone trying to help you?
Have you met me?
Ooh,
I think it. You say it.
Like I said, this family didn't notice until we sat down for dinner. Hell, they still didn't notice until I was asking for third.
Fucking. Have you met me?
the party didn't walk that I walked in.
But I mean, like, what happened to your parents?
Oh,
You just
last thing I remember, I was digging for scraps in a trash can behind a place called Saltoni's.
Wendy's?
Saltoni's.
Does that
Did
ring
you
a
sell
bell to me,
Tony's?
Kelly, or no? The name of the location he's talking about?
I don't know.
It's
Dustin.
the worst town.
Dustin, pick a number, 1 through 12.
9.
Alright, roll for it.
I mean, if you would have come to my bar, I would have given you some food.
What am I
Roll
rolling?
a d12.
Okay.
See how close you get to
You're
9.
rolling for dick size.
10.
10? You're pretty sure you
Nice.
know where that is? But you don't go by it very often.
Okay.
The restaurant in the poorer part of town.
I mean, this is true. We truly don't know much about each other. I mean, we've been traveling together for what, a couple weeks now?
It's been 10 days. Don't round up.
Okay, 10 days.
What do you wish to know? My life, like so many things, is an open book.
Well, Kronk, to be honest, you're the one I know the most about out of all of us.
And we wish we had.
Including my dick size.
Yes, unfortunately.
Put on pants.
Like, I get it, you enjoy your current form, but that day at the camp when you decided to strut out of your bag without anything in your bag out was more than I needed to see that day.
I like the feel of the clean salt air on my balls. I know that this is not the clean salt air, but that is the tradition in which I grew up. You going to deny me my heritage?
No,
To walk
no.
around?
I would never dream of doing any such thing.
Thank you for your understanding,
pants
but I will endeavor to remember pants more often.
At least a loincloth.
Your understanding, he says. I appreciate your understanding.
How about this?
in this endeavor.
We could get you a kilt.
Hashtag.
What if
We need a bug.
Duels to the breeze for Kronk.
because if we got you a kilt, you could still have the salt air on your balls while still not allowing us to see your balls.
Give me some coins. I'm gonna go buy him a kilt.
Don't forget, it has to be longer
amazing.
than 18 inches long.
Hold on, I will reach into the bag of holding and I will pull out from the party satchel enough money to buy a kilt.
Alright.
Make sure it has pockets.
Oh my god.
Oh, it'll have pockets. Oh, I am a fucking idiot. God damn.
Okay, cool.
What have you done?
I tried to Google decorative kilt, and my brain literally spelled out
Dick?
decorative quilt.
Oh, quilt.
So I was sitting here looking at
Alright.
fucking blankets.
So,
To be fair, it probably have to be that long for right? Isn't that what we
wow,
established?
it's 2 silver pieces for a kilt.
Are you serious? Kilts are that expensive?
Yeah.
It's the fabric.
It's length. You got to remember, it's a really long, like.
Well, it's also a really fancy fabric. Like, it's a
eight-
very complicated weave.
Is it 8 or 9 feet long?
What are you talking about?
A kilt.
What?
Well, kilts are just a long strip of cloth that you have to hand pleat yourself and
Yeah.
roll up. Yeah, they're long. Unless you
One
get
I
like
buy
a
for
utility kilt with like a zipper on it or something.
that's what I buy for Kronk.
Kilts are like Scottish turbans.
Really? I thought they were just one circle. I didn't realize they were like.
Yeah, it's
Well,
loop and loop and
when you
loop
Yeah.
wear
and loop.
them, when they're completed, they are just one circle.
yeah.
But in order to craft them, you need like 8 to 9 feet of fabric that you like pleat and sew and pleat and sew and pleat and sew. So you continuously
Dude.
get like that like ruffle look around the bottom.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the schoolgirl look.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, are we talking about? All right. So there's two different kilts. There's the Irish kilt, which is the one I think Kelly's picturing, and then there's the Scottish kilt, which is the one I'm picturing. The Scottish kilt, you lay the fabric down on the ground and you actually roll yourself into it to create your kilt.
You don't do that anymore.
That's super cool.
Well, we're playing a fantasy game in fantasy time, not modern time.
No, they haven't done that in a while.
I could probably memorize a spell that quickly dons a kilt if you want it.
Swift girding would technically do it.
Swift gird my loins.
I just wake up and point. They're like, no more balls.
I've had it up to here with these balls.
I have a kilt. I'm good. No, it's a little cold. I was about to say I'm gonna wear my kilt. It's a little cold.
It was cold outside.
I wore basketball shorts today. Quit being a pussy.
Yay, basketball shorts.
Fuck it. Kilting. I'm kilting up. 1 second.
Oh my god.
Tilting up.
Get the kilt.
I can't believe that worked.
That's fabulous.
I literally hear him getting his fucking kilt out right now from downstairs.
Oh, dude.
Ah, boy.
Well,
All right, so he's run off to get a kilt.
We wait for so you go get a kilt. I'm gonna continue to stare at the orb.
So what about you, Gideon?
Yeah. I'm staying by the orb. Or were you asking me a question?
Yeah, you tell us about you. We don't know much about you.
I mean, the dumbest thing I ever did was I would spend my days by a big tree near a human town during the war. That was pretty stupid. And then my parents realized how stupid I was being, and I was no longer allowed to go outside of the rookery.
Well, that's awful sad.
Yep, I miss my tree. It was a good tree.
I think he's almost done.
But
I think I can hear him.
without that, I wouldn't have my brother, so it's okay.
So
Yeah,
Roger,
do you need me to take a picture of it and send it to
Roger
him?
came out of a tree,
I mean,
What?
it looks like my skirt.
or is Roger a coping strategy?
Turn around. I want to see your waistline in it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I was just. You said if it weren't for that, you would not have found your brother, and I was wondering if Roderick was a coping strategy.
No, my brother hatched because I was snuggling into his egg for warmth.
Oh, the literal brother. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about Roderick.
My brother was one of the last dragons born. They weren't even sure he was going to be born. He was the last one. Kelly, well, how long? It had been a while, right? Since the last
I
dragon.
was trying to adjust to the fact that Dustin's kilt decided that it wanted to, like, woof, in the back. And I'm like, Dustin, don't spin like that. I don't plan that out.
It had been like a long ass time before Laurie's character was born, right? Since there was another baby. It had been a while.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think you
remember
guys were
how
some of
long.
the first ones that were actually starting to hatch again.
Lori was. Lori, I think, was the first one to hatch after everybody stopped, so she was super young. But, so he says that she was one of the first new hatchlings since the war.
Did
I
one
spent
kill
most
her
of
off?
I spent most of my time in the rookery, so I didn't get to do much.
Well, and so
We are indeed as you called it, Quetzal, a very diverse group.
yeah, we are. I mean, I like. I mean, Sig, you were cloistered for a while, right?
No, the easiest way to put it is my father did not want me to be born into a title and must earn it.
That's fine.
And so he had me study under Sir Furious. Was that his name, Kelly? Oh, I have my sheet in front of me.
I also do not have your sheet directly in front of me.
Yeah, that guy's pretty. He's pretty high strung.
Oh. I forget I sent it to you.
It's fine. Just person X.
So yeah, he had me train under him, and then when the call came, they actually called for him and wanted him to be the one to go, and he said, "No, you're going," and handed me the necklace and told me to go in his place.
Oh.
So he's holding the seat that I should be doing because he feels I wasn't ready yet to gain the title. So this necklace is my father's, and we go from there.
Or maybe Sir Furious just doesn't like roughing it.
I more think
a life of comfort.
As one of the heroes from the war, I feel his bones are a little bit too tired these days to go on a grand adventure. He just is too proud to admit it. And I am not going to be the man to tell him. Now, if I could be half of what he is and what he has done, I can live with that.
I don't know. I find that it's better to trust in yourself than to revere heroes.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, Sir Furious.
That's kind of prophetic. I like that. I find it's better to trust in yourself than to revere in heroes. Did you come up with that, or did you steal that?
I mean, I wasn't quoting anything, but in the world of literature, I'm sure it's somewhere.
In the world of history, someone at some point said something near that.
I mean, it's
very wise. No,
I appreciate what my father and Sir Furious has done, where they wanted me to earn the title. They don't want me to just be born into it, because then you appreciate what you have.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't attempting. I wasn't. I didn't mean any disrespect.
No, not at all.
I think that it's a strange thing, the world that we find ourselves in. That you have, our culture has been one that's at least for our lifetimes only known like kind of a tense ceasefire, armistice, I wouldn't call it peace necessarily.
Almost like a Cold War.
Right. Exactly.
Is
You
it a
know,
Cold War if one side doesn't know the other side exists?
I
The
mean,
humans don't know we are still alive.
yes, but it's a Cold War for us.
Yeah, it's the living in fear part.
I mean, this whole mission is
I would
basically a
actually say that
project.
they live more in fear.
I mean, this whole mission is in project
Dragons
of
and all.
worry of what may occur again.
Yeah. And we would like it to not, we would like
Can we force a stalemate with all the other races, though? Like, it was all the other races bound against us.
My understanding
And
is, yeah,
we
everyone.
still forced a stalemate. I'm
I'm
pretty
not-
sure that means that they were scared of us.
No,
Yeah, but I'm
I
not
do
entirely
blame them
certain
after seeing what the Void Dragons did to that one town.
Oh, absolutely not. We dragons are forces of nature. I've witnessed it firsthand. However, that's not to say that I don't consider it a Cold War.
Well, I guess what remains for us to decide before we hear back from the orb is like, what are we willing to do to preserve our society? Are we going to give in to, this narrative that we've been saddled with our whole lives of like, the humans are the humans, and I'm just going to look. I'm going to be completely racist with y'all and just say the humans, but I'm referring to everybody who is not a dragon.
Mortals? You want to call them mortals?
Humanoids.
We
mean-
are still mortal.
Yeah, I've seen a dragon
Same
die
as them,
before.
give or take a few hundred years.
I think that it's fair to call them the
You guys can make up dragon slang. Call them the leggies. The two leggies.
I was gonna say something about the Earthbound. The Earthbound are very I don't know. They
Does that
live
mean
in
we team up with harpies?
they live an ephemeral life mostly, except for the elves. The elves are more long lived, and that's honestly one of the things that surprises me the most is that the elves threw in with them. But I don't know.
Call
I
them the
kind of
walkers.
I kind of thought that if we could get the elves on our side, then we might have a better chance. But the elves seem to be gone. They used to live around here, and then they've gone. I think that Phoenix is probably an elf, but hides it, or a fae or something.
At Dustin.
He's something. You guys didn't smell it on him while he was smelling you? Oh, he didn't
Oh
smell
no,
it.
I definitely, yeah, I sniffed him. I sniffed him out.
Counter sniff.
He sniffs me, I sniff him.
It's all fair.
He
Phoenix
smelled
would
like
find that to be
lilacs.
very fair.
He smelled of lilac.
So what are let's go ahead and nail down what our values are then. I mean, like, what are our lines in the sand? I think I know yours, Gideon. I have a hard time figuring you out sometimes, but you are family first, and it seems,
May the orphan say something?
Yeah, go for it.
It seemed like this blood thing was a very common practice among the kingdoms of man. They asked for it as if it was nobody's special thing that they had to do. They spoke of it as if it was normal. So who's to say it won't be brought up again? And what if they go to search for our blood and oop, it's gone?
Well, I pull the syringe out of the bag. And worst case scenario, we just have to, if they so tell us we have to do it, we just replace the blood inside the vial, take ours out and replace it with donkey, cow, horse. They could track a donkey, a cow, and a horse all they want.
I don't
I'm
know
fine
much
with them
about
having my blood.
the science behind whatever they're, whatever they've created. I think if more learned people than I were around, then maybe we could figure out some way to fool it. But it looked like some
Well-
kind of. I'm not entirely sure that if we were open to the seal, that it would remain active or inert or whatever.
I don't
I'm
know.
not. I'm not sure to what degree that they would even come
Hold
looking
on.
for us.
Wait. Do you have purify food and drink memorized?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How do you think he keeps his shrimp fresh?
Why don't we just cast purify food and drink on the vials? Then it's no longer blood. It's just water.
And then they go to track it and realize it's water.
Who gives a fuck? They can't track us if it's water.
Who gives a fuck if they track us? We're
I mean,
dragons.
I can try, but I'm not. That's a pretty simple spell. So I'm not sure if they. You think they might have thought?
I would have
about that if
figured they
had
would have
access
thought
to
that
magic.
through already.
I highly doubt that many people would think to purify food and drink on blood. Most humanoids don't consume blood.
Okay. Well, then I can. If we can get within, I think I have to touch it. No, if we can get within 10 feet, I can do it.
Who knows? Maybe at the end of the day, when we finally get off this forever call waiting.
Do you have to see what you're purifying?
Usually, yeah,
Or
I have to be able to.
say-
No, it's a
or say
target.
It
there's
doesn't say. It says it's just 1 cubic foot of contaminated food or water.
So say they were driving past in a carriage and you happen to be on the side of the road.
I mean, I don't want to get into a philosophical argument about what is food. I mean, blood is definitely food if it's from a pig.
Substance. I'm saying, like, what if, like,
Am I food?
you happen to be passing the carriage
My food?
as they, like, load it, or as they are driving past, like,
Well,
Yeah.
could
I
you
know we're at
purify
least
it as they
armor.
drive past?
Well, I could just purify
10
their
feet.
food for a long journey. I can do it as a service. I can just like say, "Hey, before you go, let me here. This is just a service my God offers. Is just to create purity. Where there, look, I have these brine
What if you
shrimp
pose it?
that I brought from the north, and the
What
way
if
I
you don't
keep them
pose
fresh.
it as purifying the food? What if you just pose it as laying a blessing on the carriage?
Oh, that'd be lying. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, we've discussed this already. That
How
our
about you don't
abilities as a
say
group
anything?
of lying. Well, all of our abilities of lying suck.
How about you don't say anything?
I can do
Sure,
that.
Humansburg.
Hey,
Oof.
Gronk is a very good liar.
Yeah, but I mean, Kronk is very charismatic, but Kronk doesn't remember oftentimes the web that Kronk spins.
Who are you
All he has to say is, "Hey, we would like to place a blessing on your carriage." Are you okay with that, Kronk?
I mean, technically, everything's still in the house too.
Yeah, sure. I'm more than happy to just, hey, we would like to bless your caravan.
If we've already proven we can get into the house, we could just break into the house, grab the box, move it out, purify it, put it right back where it was. It's already going to
I mean,
smell like us because
it
it was
says
there.
that. Well, the range is 10 feet, so I mean, not to give it to you, but all Quetzal would have to do would be like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot my wallet in here. Let me go get that." Go into the room that he had it in, be like, and then walk out.
Yeah. All we have to do is get close. Fuck, he could do it through a goddamn window.
With my bluff.
Aren't we outside of the house?
No,
we're at
we're in the inn.
You
We're in
have yes, like technically, yeah, you're technically back at the inn. The map that you guys have, you are outside.
I just looked at that. I was like, "Where are we on the map?" And that's why I was
Sorry,
like,
I
"Oh,
don't have the inn
no, that's fine." So
because it doesn't let me draw directly on Roll20, which is malarkey. Roll20, if you're hearing this, please optimize your stuff for tablets because it's really annoying to only be able to do dots with my pen on the tablet and not lines.
live draw by DM.
Yeah. I mean,
new
I could do
feature.
that. I could just like share screen with you guys and do it that way.
I'm game for whatever. Y'all come up with a plan, and I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, no.
I'll try out anything.
Quits. Let's head back to the mayor's house.
Do we want to wait for this phone call first to see what they say?
Yeah.
You guys can talk to Lady Liliana.
Yeah, I pick up the orb and I hear doot, 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 doot. Well, we're still on hold.
Yeah, so why don't you guys talk to Lady Liliana and get her take on, or at least notify her of this technology that they hold. Kukels and I are gonna head to the house.
So as you guys get ready
to you.
as you guys get ready to go do that, the orb has like a little vibrate and then
Blink.
acts like it's gonna start to pick up. Lady Liliana's not on the other end though. On the other end is a male humanoid that you don't particularly recognize the facial structure of.
You've
he does
reached
have,
Lily Liliana's assistant. I know you've been on hold for a half an hour, but I was taking a shit.
Well, so my
No
actual
idea.
what I was gonna do is I was gonna have her like answer all like really flustered and be like bedheaded and be like, "Ooh, what was she doing?"
Meow.
But this is gonna be someone else entirely. You do feel as though you recognize the voice a little bit, probably. If you guys wanted to see if you could do that.
Yeah, I'm a roll
But
perception.
yeah, perception or knowledge nobility would be fine.
Woo! Woo!
There you go.
I would have an 18 after my modifier.
I am 23.
Mm-hmm. So although the like character of the voice has changed a little bit, it sounds very much so like Urban Fury, which was the gold dragon
Oh,
that
God.
was a part of the council.
Yep.
And he
His son can't hold his liquor.
Oh,
his son can't
the
hold his
tea.
temper.
Yeah, that too. Well, he's got Fury in his name, so it makes sense.
Exactly. Notably, the humanoid figure of Auburn Fury is what you would anticipate it to be. The hair color and beard color match the scale color that he had, which is like very metallic and gold. And he answers in kind of like a gruff, deep voice. It's like, yes. Gives away nothing.
We're sorry to bother you at this. What time of day is it for us compared to there?
You guys have mostly moved south.
Okay, so it's
not,
the
like,
same time. Got it.
Yeah. It's not like the sun
Make it-
sets
I want to
rise
make sure we
much
weren't
different.
about the Europe this guy. It's like noon here and it's like 3 a.m. there.
Yeah, he's like on the midnight watch, like, why couldn't you handle this?
Why are you calling at this hour?
You guys should make up a team name. I didn't think about it, but there are multiple teams that got released into the wild, so you should probably want to call you by your team name.
Is my brother still on the other team?
The screaming
You can have
meanies.
him.
Is there well, what's the Draconic alphabet? What's like the 5th letter of the Draconic alphabet?
Oh, Mew.
Cax.
Team Cats. Or yeah.
Draconic alphabet. Hold on.
How about, alright, I'll just let you think about it for a second. The next time you call in, he'll address you by the team name.
Okay.
So, this time, he says, yes, and then team name.
And then team name.
Team name? Insert team name.
So, I apologize for bothering you at this time.
It's pronounced Team Name.
Tiname.
Iname.
We are Tiname.
Sounds almost as believable as Humensburg. Almost.
We are Tiname, heading from Humensburg.
Checks out.
Sorry to bother you at this this time. We came across some information that we wanted to share and get a direction that we should head based on this information. I proceed to tell them about the vials, the magic item that they have. They can track with the vials, and the whole situation with it.
He like kind of mulls it over a little bit. His You know, despite his facial expression being quite stoic, you can actually like see like his eyes like shift like into the upper left hand corner as he actually is thinking.
We didn't want to
He's like,
strike down the town. That's why we gave the blood instead of fighting them on it.
Might the non-believers.
when you say strike down the town, you can see like he like
Yes.
visibly is like,
They're,
kind of like
the guards
what?
the guards are very protective, and in order to get the vials at the time they were drawing from us would have drawn a lot of attention, and that's why we willingly gave the blood.
He just kind of like nods. He's like, okay, I see. Do you know if there is a range on this magic?
It seems to span over miles and miles because there's a central database of them in their capital city. From what we understand, all of the vials they're accumulating them as kind of like this, what seems to me some sort of police state.
Like a registry of some form.
And although the technology may have been born out of tracking its citizenry, it seems to have taken on a darker purpose.
A darker purpose? I thought you just told me it was used to track belief.
Track a leaf, track blood,
Criminals
track
are-
anything that's in the vial.
Yeah, it seems that they
If you
want to
break
be
the
able
law,
to
they want
track,
to be able.
to track all of their citizenry eventually. It seems like they're consolidating power.
Well, in a lawful state, it would make sense to keep track of those who disobey that law. So
Yeah,
in
I
a
mean-
way, but what I ask is not that. It's, do you know the limitations of this magic?
No, we do not.
No,
Do you think we need to explore the limitations of this magic?
possibly.
I
Because the
believe
difference
so.
would be, right now, for the most part, 4 of us have tracking chips.
Yeah, Gideon believes that
If it's
there's
only a
threat
couple
to the
hundred feet to a
mainland.
mile,
What's a ship?
if it's only a couple
What's the
hundred
other
feet
one?
to a mile or so, that's no big deal. But if we're talking about can scan the entire planet and find where on this, then as Gideon pointed out, it becomes a
He
concern for
interrupts
home.
you at that point and says that would be some pretty powerful magic.
Yeah, it would be.
I don't see why they would want to be taking it back to the capital to register it if they couldn't do it over an extended range, though.
I mean,
Maybe not pinpoint precision, but directions are just as dangerous.
We've already seen
Or
evidence.
perhaps it's a library?
What,
If it
could
acts
be.
as a registry, it could be a form of library.
now, the question I do have is that you might understand the magics of our amulet. Is that blood our blood or our blood?
Well,
Like, if I take the amulet off,
I don't think the
will
magic
it not
has
track
been
me then?
challenged in this way before. But I would
Will it-
venture to
will it-
say that it's probably a little bit of both.
Will it register as dragon or as our new bot?
Do they have
they
a
tell the
way of
difference?
identifying species?
There are spells for that, I would assume. I mean, how else would they
Did you
sell?
give them a reason to use those spells?
No,
No.
I said they.
Do they have any of the blood that's not mixed with the vial?
No.
No.
So none of your blood remains pure.
It
No.
each one of the vials contains one of our ampoules of blood for each of us, except for Gideon.
But also these weird crystals.
Well, they drew it directly from these fleshy bodies, so it's not pure. It's not our pure form.
I show him the syringe that they used to withdraw the blood.
They strangely took it right out of Kronk's dick.
Lots of blood flow.
The cube.
I mean, it's big enough.
It's a bigger vein than in his arm.
I
Hey-oh.
doubt that.
It's true.
The bone's connected to the head bone.
You know, I know that you guys are doing all of this out of character, but I'd like to imagine Armored Fury just like listening to this. You guys are continuing basically punch drunk, like, we're worried about this, but the bone's connected to the. I was just imagining he's like,
I sent this group.
Like,
Fuck me.
Liliana passed them, and meanwhile, Isaac's over here just being a bum at home. God, fuck.
How bad is my son? Come here, son. You see, he doesn't talk bad about us. It talks bad about him.
But he says, essentially he does say he would venture a guess that because it's magic that the spell hasn't been exposed to before, you should treat the blood as though it's both. So, it contains, like, essentially a genetic material of the form that you're in right now, but also the genetic material of your underlying form that's just hidden.
So what should we do? Should we attempt to replace the blood, get the blood go back, or just let it go?
You guys are going to know your own skill set better than I know your own skill set at this point, especially since you should have been developing that along the way. You're also the ones that have interacted with these humans, so you guys are going to be a little bit more familiar with their customs and understandings. I am not always in the agreement with Lady... Huh?
We haven't leveled up, though. We haven't developed our skill set at all.
We've only been traveling for 10 days.
It's like I'm aware that some of my tactics are different than what Lady Liliana would have advised you to do. But at this point, I would say that we are attempting to accomplish our goals without violence or drawing unwanted attention. Within those restrictions, you are certainly welcome to do anything other than reveal yourselves as the true nature of dragons.
Okay.
But no one can know.
All right. So if we're uncertain as to the nature of the magic that operate this technology, we should investigate it further. Is that more important, do you think? Or just let it go for now?
If it is magic of an unknown magnitude, and you think that the colony is threatened by the presence of this magic and what's currently in the human's possession, I would consider it a priority for you to remove it from the human's possession.
Okay. Well, that clears it up. Well, we have a couple of things that we can try first before anything,
Before we have to get punchy.
Yeah, before there is a direct confrontation, I think that we can try more subterfuge.
Is there anything you need of us, or anything that has changed at home that we need to know?
Give word when the situation is resolved. Other than that, best of luck.
Sounds good.
Pew.
Let's sign off like the Nico girl.
Thank you for your call. We hope you enjoyed our service.
Hilarious.
Please rate your service on a level of 1 through 10.
Entire call. And okay.
Or it's like one of those things where he thinks he hangs up, but he doesn't. He's like,
"Where's this button?"
Liliana, this team's up to it again. I told him that you were busy, but can we go for round two?
Those
Oh my God.
tried to call again.
Well, hold on. This is our first time calling them, I think.
They keep trying to lay an egg.
You called Liliana once in the other town, didn't you?
No, we were thinking about calling, but we never
She
officially called.
called you.
Yeah.
To let you know Kronk was coming.
Yeah. We got the update about Kronk and Hey You.
She warned us. We didn't run in time.
Yeah, y'all got warned.
No, we didn't need a warning. We heard the banging and the whistles and the bells and the trumpets all from miles off.
There was this kind of sphere of electricity, and then Kronk just appeared naked in the middle of it.
I feel like this is how static electricity blows up, and then we see a science project going on.
I'm sorry, you guys should just be jealous of my cat.
I am.
It's a very tolerant cat. Our cat would not tolerate that.
No, Sam would tolerate it. I think he would. He'd at least tolerate it from me.
He would not tolerate it from me at all.
I think we should find out. Travis, try it.
Well, the game's over. Travis is going to the hospital. His jugular was cut out.
Well,
I have no bones.
All right, so I take the orb and I put it away while the connection is still going because he forgot to shut it off like the old dragon he is.
He definitely did not forget to shut it off.
Yeah, he's like one of those. I like that he's like, oh, how do you do this again? All these newfound. What is FaceTime?
It's definitely not that old.
You know what the funny part is?
Would be that old.
I love my mom to death, but my mom is one of those people that, like, second the phone call's over, she puts the phone in the bag and doesn't hit the hang up button. And so, like, it's just like, all right, I guess I'll hang up for us.
To be fair, those people are the highlight of my day at work. They really are. The amount of times I've heard people be like, hang up the phone, be like, those motherfuckers. It makes me laugh every fucking time.
Oh man, good times.
There was definitely once where I thought because like we have to use like this third-party system on our phones, and sometimes like the way that my car phone interacts with it, it doesn't like hangs up on the Bluetooth, but it doesn't actually hang up on the phone. There was definitely once where I was leaving a voicemail, and then like I was like, okay, thanks, bye, and I thought I hung up. I did not hang up. Some guy cut me off, and I said, "Oh fuck," and then I realized that my voicemail was still on there, and then I get this little beep like, "Beep, you want to re-record your message?"
Yes,
yep.
yes, yes,
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
Yep. Yes, I do. Please,
Yes,
please let
please.
me re-record my message, please. Because it's not like, I was calling to let someone know I was on the way to say goodbye to their pet, and then ended it with, "Oh, bye."
So I never ever hang up for patients. I always let the patient hang up. And one day I looked down and I hadn't said anything, thankfully, but I had been on the call for 15 minutes after the patient had hung up because they never hung up and I never realized it. It was a 35-minute call, and I was like, well, thank God I didn't turn on YouTube or something.
Well, there's that one company that they were starting to have problems where like they purposely
If
told
you
their
were segueing for a second, I'm
Yep.
gonna use the bathroom.
use the bathroom. Yeah, there was I forget what company it was, but they told their customer service reps they were not permitted to hang up the phone, ever. That the customer had to be the one that hung up the phone, and that was like a big problem that happened where it was just like someone would leave the phone unhooked, and like you have a customer service rep just stuck there in limbo, not able to hang up the phone.
Yeah, I would do that on purpose to people. If I found out that company did that, I'd be like, all right, man, enjoy the rest of your day off. And then I would just set my phone down.
Oh, I would do that.
I would call every day at 8 a.m. I'd be like, hey, man, you get the day off.
Hi, how are you doing? Oh, that's great. I have a present for you. What's that?
I
This
have a
is the
present for
sound
you.
of my
I'm taking the day
desk.
off.
Here's the sound of my desk.
And just mute the phone and then go about my business for the rest of the day.
Oh, man.
Do you want overtime today or not? Because I could leave it there all night.
phone on its charger, fam. I don't think you understand.
You're covered, fam. Say less.
I got you.
Say less.
If you want, let me know. I'll start playing music.
Yo, bro. What kind of music you like? Oh, let me bring that up on Spotify for you, okay?
That'd be great. Work from home, like just fucking. For me, that would be amazing. I could just lean back, fucking watch YouTube videos.
Oh my god. I wish I could remember what company it was, but like that was their big selling point was like we never hang up on anyone. And it was just like you realize you're asking for it now, right?
We're not supposed to hang up on anybody. But we can if we feel that the patient has crossed the line, we're allowed to. But my favorite thing that I ever heard working there was one of our colleagues or one of my colleagues, said, had a patient go, I'm not sure who's dumber, me or you. And my colleague went, you. Definitely you.
Oh God.
The best part, and the worst part is, they play that audio recording for every new hire.
Of course
Because
they do.
it's the
Don't
you
do
shouldn't
this.
do this. Yeah. But all it really did is make Tim a hero.
You said the one thing we've all wanted to say all this time.
Yeah.
Sometimes the point of your life is to be a warning to others.
As soon as I heard the recording, I immediately after that went out to Tim's desk and went, "You're my fucking hero." And he went, "Oh, is it Don't Be Like Tim Day?" And I went, "Yes, it's Don't Be Like Tim Day."
Oh no!
He got fucking sent home. They sent his ass home for the day. They're like, "You're done."
Really?
Yeah, they're like, "You're done for the day. Sorry, buddy."
The worst thing I ever did was, it was on the radio. I was half asleep. I got into work, and I was just so tired. And I'm sitting there, and you know, they're like, "Oh, are you in service?" And I'm like, I just got the truck, so if you got any shit, send it. If not, we're still checking the truck. And then I hear the dispatcher key back and go, can you repeat your last? And it jogged in my memory. I just said shit, and I went, yeah, we're in service. Where do you need me, sir? It's just like, oh my God. Oh. Came back to the office later. They played it back for me. They're like, so did you say shit here? I'm like, no, I said stuff. Yep, stuff. Yep, that's what I said. Stuff.
So I found out that they pre-record our calls from the moment it starts ringing, not from the moment we pick up the phone, because I had a patient call, and it was like the last call. It was like 4:49 in like 30 seconds, and this call comes through, and I just went, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
I got they said, listen, it's fine, nobody heard it, it's fine, but you can't say that.
But don't do that again.
Don't do it. Please don't do this. Saved by the recording. Oh my God.
Alright, so.
Okay, so me and Pretzel are gonna head over to the house so you can purify the box.
Purify the box.
That's what Kronk's got to do. Ayo!
Just purify the box.
Everything's gonna be ayo, ayo, ayo. Okay.
Hey, you, before we do this, what is your tax so that I can follow along with you? I mean, I think that my concern is that anything, if we just ask for the box or to be in the same location as the box, it'll be very suspicious. But you know, if we maybe ask to talk with Phoenix, or if we, I don't know, if we just want to go ask more questions of the mayor.
Oh, I'm gonna say that I forgot my leaf in there. You're my chauffeur.
You
guys don't trust me
you
all
very
along.
clearly didn't forget about your leaf because they gave it back to you. I was there for that.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be like, I want some more leaf. Y'all got any more of that leaf?
Y'all got.
You got some of that dank?
I do want to.
I went over to the bakery to buy some more of the delicious smelling things, and it turns out I lost my wallet. Do you mind if I just pop in here and check around for my wallet?
My bag of gold.
My satchel?
My satchel.
We'll figure it out on the way.
Oh,
Let's go,
that
King.
hasn't worked out for us so far.
Let's go, King.
Oh my God.
All right, go for it.
So, we're gonna head over. Do.
Are we sneaking?
No,
Okay.
I'm just singing as I skip. Do.
He's like, Croc's not here, so I have to make up for the silence. It sounds weird.
It's too strange.
It's weird walking away from the trumpets and drums and cymbals. I'm used to it coming at me.
So we get to the house. Yeah. Hey. Is Brayden inside?
Are you
I thought it was Drayden.
asking this?
I'm
It's
asking
not Drayden.
the
It's not
I'm
Drayden,
asking-
and every time you've said that to me, I've been like, do I correct him? Is he being facetious?
So no, I'm asking like the guards that are outside the door because I'm guessing they wouldn't just let me like waltz in.
Here, let me put one outside the door then.
Oh, we're actually going to roll 20, huh?
There you go. I made a map. Okay.
I made a
Hold
map.
on, let me bring
I
it up
made a
then.
map.
I can bring it up. Oof. Here we go. Dink.
Made a map. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. You guys should be able to move your characters, hopefully. I think.
I can't move Quetzal, but I
Oh,
can get him.
Quetzal's bad because you have two different thingies. What? You're on
Here.
stick?
Here's the Quetzal I can move. I'll put a version of Quetzal next to
Here,
it.
I'm over here.
You just need to help me because there's two ones for Quetzal, and so I never remember which one if it's the first one or the second one to pick.
So there's, if you click on one of them, it should say, "This is real. Don't delete me."
When I go to
This is
like,
real,
say
don't
that you
delete
can like pick who does it, it just says represents character, and it says Gideon, Hey You, Kronk, Quetzal, Roderick, Sig, Tianjing, and Veritan. So
Oh,
the
I
only
can fix
options
that too. There, now it should say Quetzal real, exclamation point. So the other one you can delete.
Quetzal real.
You never trust the guy. You never trust somebody who's like, "Yeah, I'm the real one." Yeah.
Are we ever really real?
God, don't remind me of my philosophy classes, okay? I don't need that shit.
I'm not drunk enough for a philosophy discussion right now.
Mike, well, we can walk up to this guard and say, "Hey, my dude, guess what? You know what? You're just like a brain piloting a meat suit, man.
Oh God.
You're a leaf on the wind. You're ephemeral.
I had this.
All you have is a good like 30, 40 years, and then nothing after that. So you may as well just go to lunch now, get a grilled cheese, live life to the fullest."
If you're lucky. That's if there's no plagues going on.
Can I roll a religion check for that to give him an existential crisis?
Oh my God.
Roll to cause existential
crisis.
Oh my God. What is this?
I like that so much.
Did you actually roll to give him an existential crisis yet?
Oh, I didn't know if that was our attack or not.
Don't ask me.
I mean, I'm just asking to like enter. If you want to like stand there and talk with him and give him an existential crisis, go for it, dude. That's just
I'm
one
just asking to
card
enter the building. If you want to fuck up this man's world, you can.
Right. Like
I am doing the kindest thing I could ever do for you, sir. I am going to make you question your entire existence.
I'm just setting him free, man. I'm just setting him free.
I had him roll a will save against it, and he rolled a 16.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's good. I'm glad that he's grounded in his faith.
He's just like,
oh, do I still have
What?
3 rerolls though?
Yeah, if you want.
Do it.
Yeah,
do it.
I want to see this guy cry.
Right. This guy's worldview just gets shattered.
Okay, he'll re-roll his will save up against your re-roll.
Ooh, his will is getting stronger. His will is getting stronger.
But, so, like, the thing is, he didn't exactly have a good bonus, though. So, he...
Oh, no.
He rolled a 7. So, as the conversation continues, you see that he goes from, like, initially not being very shaken, or like perturbed by this like preach to God about smiting fires, and then all of a sudden he's like, "What am I? My life?"
What is my what the hell's the line from Metal Gear Solid?
Your critical fail sent him into a suicidal spin.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
apparently.
It's not. It's not worth. It's not worth that. It's just like you should take a sick day every once in a while, man, because you're not getting you're not going to get any more days. The only limited resource is time, and everybody needs a mental health day. So you should probably just go to the bakery and grab a snack. I won't tell anyone if you don't.
Be like Kronk.
Be like Croc.
We're just going around preaching the Tao of Kronk here.
What is that? What do you have on? What's your little number 2? What is that?
Oh, those are the rerolls I have left.
Oh.
Oh, here it is. Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Oh boy.
Is that what people say, like random mooks say while you're sneaking around?
No, that's from a real touching scene from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, okay. Because the dialogue and the Thief series. Have you ever played that?
Yeah.
The dialogue that's like people just walk around. They say the most random shit.
Yeah, they're on a helicopter ride back, and the one guy is like severely injured, and he's looking over to him, and he goes, "Why are we still here? Why do we still why are we still here just to suffer?" Is his big line, and he goes into this whole thing of basically, I should just take my own life.
Well, that's cheery.
But the good news is, he gets help, and he does better.
Okay.
Today's podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys get in, Phoenix is just like chatting with the other guard, who's kind of like his like an assistant. So they're off over kind of like where the sitting room was, over to your right. The way that this is set up, you guys have already been in and out of here, so you have the whole map available to you. The gray lines are going to be like,
damn, it's not Hogwarts.
These like double doors that are open already. So like technically there's a doorway there, but it's open. The one that is the dotted black line, like 4 squares above you guys, that one is going to be a closed door down a hallway to the outside door that you'd snuck in that once. The back door.
Right.
Brayden and Clint are in that room that you guys were being interrogated in before. The staircase, the arrow indicates which direction is up. Technically, I guess I could reveal. Like,
I want this rug. This rug really ties the room together.
Hey, smart ass.
No, I like it. That was sincerity. Why do people think I'm always being insincere?
Because that's the lopsided rug, and you guys are on the rug that I actually prefer.
I'm a lopsided kind of guy.
Phoenix is too. So you guys can see both of them from where you guys are standing.
All right, hey,
I don't know if you can see. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that section over just a little bit where the staircase was revealed as well too, along with line of sight. This over here is where you guys found most of your records. It's like a little library with a bunch of bookshelves in it. This over here is a little fireplace. The window that you tried to sneak out was there. And then this little dot is a lamp. I promise you, it's a lamp.
It's a
That
lamp.
sounds good.
It's a lamp.
A lamp or a torch?
It's a lamp. A beautiful
No.
lamp.
Quiddles, why don't you go get your satchel of gold from the room? And I'm gonna go talk to Phoenix real quick.
Kelly, what do I think? Do I know where they were, like, where is it upstairs where they were keeping this box?
Isn't it?
Brayden still has it.
And Brayden is in this room over here.
Yeah, they should be labeled. Are they not labeled on your screen?
Oh no, they're just
What the fuck?
they're all the same.
Why is it not?
It's okay.
Well,
I mean, I could tell who Phoenix is because Phoenix is
yeah.
is unique, but Brayden, like Brayden has the look about him that if he died today, he would be like, "Remember my rich backstory."
Can you
Remember-
hover over him now and then see?
Oh, yep. Yeah, if I hover over, it's the right one. It says
Yeah.
Brayden. Excellent.
I thought so. On my options, it says that I have the option to include what's called a nameplate, and so I
Yeah.
thought that would label it for you guys, but I guess it doesn't.
It does if you hover over it with the mouse now.
Oh,
No, I
I see
just did
Clint.
that. So now you
Can
should
you
be able to see Phoenix's too.
Yep. Can do.
Cool.
Oh, you should have done it like FEENIX.
What the F outta
Oh
here.
God.
No.
Bad Dustin. No donut.
Oh no, that's okay. I had donuts earlier.
So I'll come back in here to
Or
this
assistant guard.
to this area.
Assistant guard 1.
And I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing except getting closer to do I see the box anywhere when I come in this room?
Yeah, it's up on the table.
Okay.
Along with like a couple of other things, like they have like, I guess they can have like some mead containers, and they're just chilling. They're not like aggressive looking at you or anything. In fact, you probably interrupt a conversation like, "Man, who were those guys, man?"
Oh,
Clint's bitching.
just travelers from out of town.
Remember, Quiddles, you're getting your satchel of gold.
I don't know what that means. And I have no bluff, so no.
You didn't bring the person.
Maybe you should
I
stick
brought the
together.
person that has bluff,
Well-
and he fucked off. So here,
Well,
here
the
I
only,
am.
well, no, he doesn't have bluff either. The only person with bluff is me and Kronk.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to come in again and sincerely apologize for my friend here with a diplomacy check because I'm better at that.
Here you go. And I'm just gonna be like,
Did you auto do that? So now it rolls that with your diplomacy. You said that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, for serious, it's your customs are strange to us.
So upon realizing that you're there, Clint kind of shuts the fuck up, and looks like more silent, stoic. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to be like fine, whatever." Brayden actually just kind of like smiles, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Did you need something?"
Yeah, I really, I can't get it out of my head. I'm curious. You seem like you know a lot about this stuff, and I point to this like, whole system of technology.
Briefcase stuff.
Yeah, of the atrium. And I just can't get it out of my head. I took all these notes whenever you were talking in my head, but I have so many questions about it.
He says, like his eyes kind of light up a little bit, but then he almost looks a little disappointed. He's like, "Well, I'd like to try and answer you, but the guys back at Central know more about it than I do."
It's so far
Michael
away,
should
though.
like try to like purify the shit as he's like pointing at it so it doesn't look suspicious.
Can I like? I mean, is there like a cart that I can ride on back to Central? I don't want to walk. You have like a transport going that way? Phoenix said that he came from Central. Is he going back? Can I ride with y'all?
Yeah, he is supposed to be going back tonight, actually.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'll just tag along if that's cool with you. I mean, is that cool with y'all?
It's like, Phoenix is really the one in charge of all that, but I don't think he would mind.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty chill guy.
They both kind of like, I don't know if you're watching the video.
I see.
I did
I
an
see your
eyebrow
eyebrows.
raise.
You have a good eyebrow raise.
It's very obvious because I have bushy ass brows.
I have blonde eyebrows, and so they are very, very bushy. They're so bushy and unruly that Heather consistently comes and tries to pluck them off of my face, but
It's
they can't be seen on
true.
camera.
He has like he has like one or two eyebrow hairs that are just super duper long and they stick out and drives me bananas.
I think if I like waggle my eyes,
That's such like an innocent thing to be like annoyed about.
Oh yeah, no. I swear that
Yeah,
I
he
just have
leaves
like
the toilet seat up or does this or does that. It's just like
no, he has bushy
fucking
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
screw it. If I wake up,
Eyebrows.
if I wake up murdered one day, it was because of the eyebrows, definitely.
I think I just have like an undiagnosed case of trichotillomania, and I'm just like, I want to pluck his eyebrows. They must be eaten.
It's excessive barbering. I keep telling you, it's excessive barbering.
I
When
am.
I
I'm
was
like a
little, I had that with my like leg hair. So like in school, I would roll up my pant leg and like it was a very weird phase that I went through.
Take each individual one out. You could just shave them all at once.
I was really little. Like the classroom that I remember doing that in was my first grade classroom.
Nobody cares about first grade. I had this kid that used to like pick a scab off his arm and then eat it. Like, I was like, nobody. He doesn't do that as an adult, presumably.
No, you hope. Sounds like the kid that also ate glue.
Now that I think about it, I think he just answered that question for me. Now, 30 years later, am I food? The answer is yes.
Oh boy!
I swear I swear you must have transported that patient at some point.
I feel like you've also transported significantly stupider patients.
Yes.
So how much longer is your rotation here, Braden?
Honestly, the DM has to think about that.
He rattles off a number.
Yeah, say like I signed a contract to be here for 3 or 4 more years.
Okay, but you live down in near Central.
Nah, that's just where I'm from.
Oh, I know you have the look about you of a well-traveled person, but I didn't know how many
He does
tours
like
have
a
you
little
done?
like he does like a little like acknowledgement, little head bow thing. He's like, well, thank you. This is my first tour.
Oh, it is? I would not have guessed that.
Clint eye rolls.
What? No, Clint seems a lot more high-strung. Like you seem a little bit more green, honestly, if I'm honest, Clint.
He's like, I'm tired of this.
I tap Clint on the shoulder and like,
oh, I wouldn't
buddy.
Don't touch the cop. That's how you get your ass kicked.
Don't touch the cop.
He pulls away through. As you reach, he's gonna try and pull away. He's like, "Excuse you." Now he doesn't like pull away and then raise up into some spider demon centaur thing, but he doesn't seem like he wants you to touch him.
All right, Clint, I'm a touchy guy.
Well, don't touch him.
I'm in touch with my feelings.
Yeah, and in touch with all the files here too.
Oh shit!
Wasn't my idea. I'll just put it out there.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it then? He like does the cop thing and be like, "Oh, you gave me an inch. Like, can I have another mile?"
It was mine. I told y'all this in the interrogation. It was my idea. That was me.
He like looks over. He's like, I don't know. He doesn't particularly think of you as the mastermind.
Well, my God's blessings be upon you, and I cast purify food and drink, and I leave.
Okay.
Sorry, on our way
Brandon's
out.
like, okay, I thought you had questions, but bye.
I did have questions.
Well, we
but
got to go talk to Phoenix about him possibly getting a trip.
yeah, we want to ride back. Um,
Well,
and I, I will say that I don't know. There's just like there's discontent in this town, and I'm not sure what the plan is for that. Is the plan to? Do you think that everybody will come around, or do you think that your disagreement with the reckless will persist? Because I'm telling you, I've seen character portraits, and that doesn't bode well for for you, because you all look the same, and these guys don't look the same, and that usually means that they're protagonists, and
Oh
you're
my god.
NPCs.
Out here breaking the walls.
Sorry.
This is not Quetzal anymore. It's now Deadpool. Ripping down the fourth wall.
That's alright.
I do
I
want to
can
ask
see
them,
your character portrait.
what's their plan to with the reckless? Is there like a community outreach? Are you investing heavily in mental health?
He's the guard that's destined to die the meaningful death because he has a name and a backstory.
Right.
Remember my
Should I
backstory.
color code the guards to be like red shirts?
Oh my god,
You
no.
see,
No,
this is
no.
weird. No, I was charged
Red
not to do
plates.
any harm.
Red plates, red plates, red plates, red plates.
I
God.
can't do that. I can't do that on the fly. I can't do that on the fly. Here you go.
All their armor is red.
Phoenix is already
Yes, Phoenix
wearing
is in
red, and that doesn't bode well for Phoenix.
Well, wait, hold on. It depends on which version of Star Trek we're talking about here. Because the rules
Well,
did
no,
definitely
no,
change.
Yeah, they're just the red plates. They're like the red coats, but the red plates.
Oh god. And this
Red
is
coats are
why
cool.
the French pants were brown.
Oof.
I thought that was because they saw a bunch of English archers.
Their pants were brown and their flags were white. What?
Ah, that old joke.
Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. Yes.
Radiant's a
I've been
blue
trying to
plate.
figure out how to like pop this out, but then also like be able to view all the text chat too. Got him.
Let's be serious. If anyone were to surrender a lot, it's the Italians.
Ow.
Pasta.
Hey, Mambo. Mambo, don't kill us.
Really,
Impossible.
Dustin? Impossible. Oh my god. I can't handle this.
The Pastafarians.
Where did we even like what was the last question that was even asked? I don't even remember.
Oh, I was. Well, we were gonna go talk to Phoenix to see if we could get on the transport. I asked if there was a plan to bring the reckless into the fold.
Oh, that's right. So Brayden, who seems to be the more extroverted of the two, he's like, well, as far as I can tell with this town, there's been a lot of complaints about the whole forest stuff, even since before we got here. Ultimately, though, even before the new mayor came, even before Flint, like, nothing's ever been found in the forest, and they still had the same complaints. So, every time we go out there to investigate it, it's the same thing. It's why we brought Phoenix in. It's why we've had continued consults to try and make sure everyone feels as safe as they can. But ultimately, there's just not helping some people. Some people kind of like underhandedly implying the one girl that was named multiple times. Of course, I'm blanking on what I named her, but she's in Thick's DMs if he wants to help me out. But the
Or I could not and laugh at you.
no.
No, her name was. Let's see. I
Betty.
have it written down. Oh, Alice complained. Alice.
That's right, Alice. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was Alice, but all I could grab was Amelia, which is the little girl.
I have a just bouncing off of that. I have a maybe a suggestion / request, or offer. Our crew is seasoned. We've seen a few things in our travels from the north. Perhaps since we are known criminals, and therefore not in the pocket, as it were, of the mayor, we could trade our services as investigators in exchange for more knowledge about, you know, the system that Central has, you know, kind of expanded with. Because I mean, it hasn't made it all the way up to where we're from, so we're very interested in like what types of, you know, shifting political power structures exist, and you know what this new technology is. We're very
Shifting
curious.
political power structures, you get kind of like a look. It's something that it's particularly for those that are in like mobility and stuff like that. It is something that like seems to kind of strike a chord with what he's got going on. The As far as like his response to all that stuff, he's like, well, as far as learning more about the atrium, I'm sure there are scientists at Central that could tell you more about how it works. The way that we've used it is just short-term tracking. So when you find, when you're trying to look for something, you apply, I guess, trying to think of like what I'm trying to think of the verbiage he would use. So you apply self to the atrium, and then it finds itself.
Yeah,
But
it's like
if
you
you
know,
guys
alchemy,
are, yeah, if
strange
you guys are
alchemy.
able to find something in the forest where the other, consorts that we hired did not, I'm sure you'd be pretty handsomely rewarded. Especially if you guys were able to help settle down some of the more disgruntled townspeople.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I think this is as close as I've come within spitting distance of a quest in a very long time, and I'm for it.
I'm for it.
So
We're
yeah.
in the middle of a quest.
Well, Braden,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Clint, it's always been great. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Quetzal
go.
finished that quest. I'll have you know. Quetzal's like, oh, you don't want to have to worry about this anymore? Allah, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is a good direction. I like the where this is headed. I'm going to again, blessings be upon you and your family, and I'll
Cast
cast
pure.
purify food and drink, and then I'm going to I'm going to
I'm gonna
move
reach
over
out
to
my hand
talk.
to shake Clint's hand.
Why do you keep trying to touch it
Grudgingly
again?
returns the gesture.
That's the way. That's the
Yeah.
way you get your ass. Okay.
I was shaking his hand.
Hey, you quest.
Oh, okay.
I do the same to Brayden.
Hey, you cast sweaty palm.
Right. Brayden seems to be much more enthusiastic about returning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna say, "Hey,
The more
Phoenix, how
you
you doing,
interact
buddy?"
with him, the more he like feels as though you're fairly harmless.
I would like to
You?
cast
Yeah.
sweaty palm and firm handshake.
That almost sounds very sexual.
No.
Let's see. Hang on. A nat 20 on that handshake. That was
Why do you-
the best handshake ever.
Alright, I guess hang on, let me roll.
All right,
to
now
see
now
what
counter roll against it.
I know. Hang on.
Well, actually, this would be a
high five.
this would be his strength. So like he'd be crushing this dude's hand. He shook too hard. It's the complete opposite.
I mean, it kind of depends. He could be
No,
rolling
it's-
like
it's,
diplomacy,
like
bro.
Yeah.
Diplomacy handshake.
Yes.
Go.
Diplomatic
To
handshake.
be fair,
Yeah.
it's more diplomatic than lying about being a lawyer for royalty / from Central and they've never seen you before / it's fine.
It's true.
I mean,
It's true. All those
I
things
have
are
a
true.
0 modifier for diplomacy, but I still rolled that nat 20. So that was a very diplomatic handshake.
It's a good handshake. Phoenix, how you doing, buddy?
So when you go over to Phoenix, he seems like he's kind of like just discussing something underneath his breath with the other guard, in that same kind of like airy, wispy voice that he has kind of about him.
Yeah. Very
he like
whimsical
looks,
voice.
he like looks up at you a couple of times before he like truly acknowledges that you're addressing him. He goes, "I'm sorry, what?"
Oh, hey, were you headed back tonight?
I think that's what they had wanted. I was only supposed to be here, and he like starts doing the little finger counts. Maybe it was tomorrow night. He looks over at the assistant guard, and the assistant guard's like, "It's supposed to be tonight." Yeah, yes, tonight.
Oh, well, do you want to take an extra day?
Mm,
Because
we
we're thinking
could.
about going on an epic quest to try to figure out what's up with the forest, and maybe you could report a success from that back to Central. It might be a nice feather in your cap. A mystery solved, a box
It
checked.
says,
At the sound of like going into the forest, he like shifts his position. So like before, he was sitting kind of like hunched over a little bit, like really kind of like making himself small. But as you say that, he kind of like sits up a little bit. He's like, "Forest? Why do you want to go to the forest?
Oh, I was just
We've
talking
already been
to.
there."
Well, yeah, I know it's fine. I mean, like, we haven't been there really. I mean, we were there to like kill a bear, but we've heard like all these rumors, and we thought maybe it might go. It might help to kind of appease the townsfolk if we could solve a mystery, and just kind of, it seemed like a good quest, and it might help you all
You
out a
can
little bit.
do whatever you want, but there's so many people have looked for that little girl. No one can find that little girl. I can't even find that little girl.
Oh, I don't know if we'll find the little girl, but we might find what happened to the little girl, and that's closure, baby. That's good stuff. Some grieving family might appreciate that. If we
well,
found
there was
like
this
a
Just kind of
little
really
like
cool
some back
gate.
and forth nods.
little bag of bones. Oh, no, I know that's dark. That's dark. But
Like,
we
sorry.
Wow.
I mean, we did also find a tiny little like gate to the first world. And maybe it'll open up in a couple days, and that would be if that's what happened, then maybe we can find like, oh well, this is where all the source of all the strangeness, and you know just maybe it's like some old elf magic that people forgot. I'm half elf myself, and I don't even know all of my
His
magic.
eyes kind of narrow a little bit, and he like does a little head tilt. He's like, gate? Gate? What kind of gate?
Oh, there's like I don't know. Have you ever heard of a hinge before?
Like made of brass?
No, like made of stone, like a stone hinge.
Oh.
We found a tiny one, like a little gate, but it was kind of pushed over, and my buddy kind of set it up back where it was supposed to be, but we couldn't fix it the whole way. We did uncover, however, there's a little clue associated with the new moon, which by my calculations is like soon. Um,
I think it's
I like how
tomorrow.
you did the.
I'll
I
start
like
to
how you
count on
did the
my
thing.
fingers.
It's in about 4 episodes.
No, I think that we could really rush this along if we can combine quests.
Make it 2 episodes.
There you go. 1, 2. But no, if you're willing to stick around, maybe we can test out this theory. Just a little bit of empiricism. I know you're all about empiricism, and in the meantime, my good friend Hey You, and I'm pointing to Hey You, has
Hand up
He
and
looks.
hey,
has guaranteed that he's going to go on a scone run for y'all. Whenever you want it.
I could totally go for a cream
Like
roll.
the bakery is good, isn't it? I've had them before.
It's a good bakery. You had them
What's your
before,
favorite
though.
thing? What's your
Like,
favorite thing?
Before.
Thing? What's your favorite thing?
My favorite thing, the color blue.
It's a good
That's
color.
a good thing. I
I
meant from the
can't. I
bakery.
can't see the color blue. People tell me it's nice, but it's I don't. I can't tell.
Bakery. He just kind of like he looks like he's gonna answer you, but then he almost looks like he gets bored with the question, and then like turns back to the assistant and starts like, is it okay if we stay? We can stay, right? We can stay. And the assistant's like, man, I'm here for you. I'll go. And it's fine. It's like whatever. This is annoying. He seems a little frustrated.
Hey, this rug really ties the room together. I'll comment.
It'd be better if it was blue.
Is it not blue? I can't tell.
Quetzal probably
you
has a
take
spell
care of
to
yourself,
change that.
Phoenix. We'll be back at the inn if you need us before nightfall. But I'd like to go check out this little like gate thing at nightfall. You're welcome to come if you'd like.
I say goodbye to Phoenix too and raise my hand for a high five.
Oh, watch out for that one. He rolls nat 20.
He sees the hand, and then he like does this thing where he like holds his thumb up and he does like one of these and presses it against the open palm of your hand, like slow. And then that's it. Like, that's all it does.
Do I recognize that as a secret message?
In Fae?
No.
Okay. Roll a nature check.
All right, roll your nature check.
Roll a 1. Please roll a 1. Roll a 1 so we can give you false information about the Fae and their handshakes.
I can't wait for you to go into the forest and find what you think is a Fae, and the way that you greet them is like...
I've heard tales of people putting their thumbs in pies and pulling out a plum, and so it must be a Fae thing.
Oh my god.
Hi, Sam. What's up?
Hi, Sam.
Well, I will make it back, or I will hopefully, leave and make it back to the inn so I can clue in everybody on the new quest. Good news, everyone! I'm in terrible pain. Kronk, there's a quest. You love quests, right?
Wait, we're on a... I thought we were already on a quest.
Oh, we gotta find out what's going on in the woods.
Oh, I cast Purify Food and Drink a couple of times, man. If that worked, then it worked. If it didn't, then the backup plan is to go back to Central with Phoenix. I got us a ride, but in order to get that ride, we got to figure out what's up with the forest.
All right.
I drew the solarium with the mare in it, so I'm revealing that because
it's beautiful.
It was so squiggly fun to draw. So now you guys
we
get
didn't
to
go
see
upstairs.
It. No, you didn't go upstairs.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be back.
A reward.
In episode 97 when we're still in the village a week from now.
You be nice. You be nice. I did a decent chunk of Photoshop on that mare, okay?
I like
it. I like it.
You guys didn't see the first one, though. But that's okay.
So,
okay.
Kronk, did you hear about that quest?
So we're going into the woods.
I heard about the quest. I'm very excited. Do we leave?
Now that they're back, the little old the lady, what was her name?
Alice.
Alice.
Line.
Alice asked us if we could not have a look into some missing sheep. She said they were eaten last night. I don't know how. I was there all night. I would have heard sheep getting taken away.
Did your Eidolon eat sheep?
Yeah, did Roderick have a snack?
Nope. He eats in his realm.
Oh.
That's probably for the best.
Does he unhinge his jaw in a weird way?
Oh god.
Yes. Oh, we're done. We're done.
Oh
yes.
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Oh god.
I don't want it.
Yep.
And it cracks.
He unhinges his jaw and just takes it to the stomach.
It's just crack.
It's like the constrictor neck too, where it just does the bulge.
No chewing, no gag reflex, just straight to the stomach.
Oh god.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
I
hate
He's
it a
got
lot.
little hook teeth that when he closes his mouth, things can't worm the way out.
Get out of here.
Oh no, they're usually dead.
I'm filled with hatred.
Frogs have that. If a frog gets its mouth on something, chances are that's it. It's swallowing that thing.
Did you ever see the video of the frog that bit that lady's thumb?
Yep.
That was super cute.
So on this
Let go.
On this quest that we're going to, should we bring or see if Anna wants to come with us?
Wait, Anna's in town?
Yeah, she came with us. I know you were confused and sad and wandering around and we left you with a cleric all by yourself, but yeah, she's here.
Did Adamai come?
Travis, if you're talking...
Yeah, Adamai came.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I said I think she's probably
Stan
okay.
came, and then so did Zeke.
I just figure a druid of her caliber might be good to have eyes on the road for nature things.
She's
I
not.
don't think she's a druid.
I know, but Steven knows, but Sig doesn't.
I don't think she's a druid.
He's like, that's fine. Gideon says, I don't think she's a druid.
She
And-
wears metal armor. I'm pretty sure she's not a druid.
I don't think Heiyu's a thief, but yet he still tries.
That's factually untrue.
Good word. Tries. And actually, now I am labeled a thief, so I guess I am a thief.
That's why I said factually untrue.
I'm multi-classing.
Oh boy.
I'm a fighter archer into a rogue.
You can take rogue levels after this if you want.
Get that sneak die.
Get more skill points.
Get very stabby.
Ugh.
Okay. I told her that we were doing something, so we should probably go over there at some point today.
So, that would be my only question: is are we going to ask Santa if she wants to come on this quest with us or not?
Nah.
Why don't we
As
ask
far as the
if
company,
she,
6 is a crowd.
why don't we ask if she wants to?
I had this.
She may have her own thing going on in this new town.
I don't know. I just have this unnatural desire to have Anna meet Phoenix and have the two of them talk. I think they would enjoy having a conversation together.
I don't
To be
think
fair,
that
Phoenix
would be
is also
good.
not going to the thing. Zeke would like to meet Phoenix. Zeke would thoroughly enjoy that.
Yes,
I
we
feel
should.
like Anna would get a little annoyed.
I would. I
Go
would.
figure. Girls get really annoyed when you smell them.
When a
without asking.
random person comes up sniffing them.
I mean, it could be some random person trying to sneak in and, break into her house through the bedroom window.
Da-da-da.
Sniffing, bedroom window.
They're both pretty fucking creepy.
Checkbox.
Yeah, I don't like where that's going at all.
Just all the red flags.
So can we just officially change Heiyu's name to Jean Valjean? Because he keeps breaking windowsills and everything.
No. Motion denied. Next.
Don't we all have to vote?
Yeah, I've already
Yeah, my vote counts as 5.
Okay, so what you're saying is if all 5 of us say yes, then it's a tie.
And it's a tie, and then someone else has to be the tiebreaker.
And then,
And
in
he's
which
going
case,
to
tiebreakers go to the DM to decide. And looky there.
How great would it be, though? How great would it be if that was the time Sam chose to resist? She's like trying to raise one paw, Sam puts the other one in the air.
What? What are you doing?
I did
He gives up.
live to see the day.
he has no bones.
What are
Well-
bones?
If y'all want to go investigate this sheep thing, then I'm down to
Well-
to do that.
You want to go
To be
investigate
fair-
sheep?
To be
Fam,
fair, it's on the
we're not
edge of the
Scottish.
forest.
Yeah, we're going that way anyway. So are we all agreed to go investigate this forest thing?
Someone did some dirty deeds with sheep. and
All
we
right, so
need to
we're
figure out
gonna
what.
do Operation Forest Sheep, and then followed by Operation Tiny Henge.
Dirty deeds.
You gotta
done
say that
with
also
I'm not
sounds
sure
kinda
that they're not
yucky.
related. But that's more of a Gideon thing. Gideon's the book learner.
I heard a
I
really
just
dirty
hunt.
sheep joke the other day, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
I'm concerned for the welfare of my stream right now.
Demonetized.
Hold on, let me hover over stop stream and delete VOD.
That really should be one button. Like, of all the buttons Twitch should put in, stop stream and delete VOD should be a one button click.
Well, the worst part is even if I hit stop stream, I
Call
have
it
to
the
wait for the
eject button.
ingress to finish before I delete the VOD. So there's still a delay.
No, just call
Right.
it the eject button. It just shuts everything down. Just nope.
Right. What I'm saying is they should insert an eject button
Oh,
that
auto eject.
you hit the button and it just doesn't save the VOD.
Well, you can. So I can set myself up that it just never saves a VOD.
Right. It just turns that on for
Yeah.
this stream. Just
Oh, yeah.
eject.
No.
So
I fucked up.
is there anything we need or want before we go into Operation Woods?
I have to urinate.
Well, there's a toiletry down the hall that you can use. Do we all have supplies in case we're out there for more than just a day?
I guess I'm also going to take advantage.
I
of
think
this.
I do. I think.
Okay.
And a couple of days of rations just in case.
Yeah.
I still have mine that comes with my kit.
Same.
And it's so funny. Like I've made so many Pathfinder characters over the years that buy the kit and they have the rations, and then like you just eat through other sources, and it's just like finally you're like level 8 or 9 and you go on a mission where you're like out for a week and you're like, well, I pull out these dried rations that I've had since like 1802 and they're still good somehow.
It's like
I
lemons.
watched a guy eat like a 60-year-old Russian ration.
Oh, what's his name did that? Markiplier did it also.
The one I'm talking about was Modern Rogue.
Yeah,
They ate several of them.
Yeah, he had a Russian one, a German one, a Japanese one, an American one, like really old rations. And he was just popping through them. And the one, basically his producer, during the process of him setting it up, said, no, we're getting rid of this now. Because as he was like opening up and said it was the Russian one. It was the chemical it was releasing into the air is harmful to humans, and he's like, no, we're getting rid of this now.
Nope, they ate it. Apparently, like, the Russian crackers were hard enough that they got a bruised fingernail from flicking it.
Jesus. Oh god, that's hardcore right there.
Yeah. It was a stiff boy.
I remember the joke. It's pretty bad though. I'm gonna type it into chat.
Oh no. Okay.
No, say it out loud.
Wait.
No, in Discord.
Oh, okay.
in
All right.
Discord.
I'm good. All right. Yeah. That's fine.
No.
I'm just gonna read it.
All right, fine. A Welshman was first to.
So about that stream being muted. Yep. Muting the stream. I have no clue what the joke he's about to tell. And for the safety of all that is holy, I muted everything. I will hope at some point Kelly will wave or something like that to tell me to come back to the stream. That is my only hope. Either that or I'll take a brief guess on how long I should stay away for. Oh man, good times.
Uncivilized.
Yeah,
You think?
Is it safe to come back now?
it
Sheep
is.
fucker.
All right, cool.
Nah.
Sheep fucker.
That's not the worst sheep joke I've ever heard, though.
I'm concerned.
I mean that raises an additional question that I don't want the answer
Yeah,
for.
me either. Just, no. No. No.
No.
Stop, Dad. Stop.
No.
What's that look for?
Kelly's eyes.
I know. Why? What are we getting that look for?
I don't know. Why are you asking your dad? to
You
stop?
are getting that look.
It's a Sam. World's longest name ever. Sam.
So, are you guys
Ugh.
going to fetch Anna or going
He's
to
just
see
a
Anna?
tiny little cat. I mean, he's just a little thing. He could just fit in the palm of your hand.
Because Hey You's tired. He was up all night. He had to steal. He had to fucking do all that shit. And then we fucking started the books, and then I had to go put all the shit fucking back. Hey, wants to sleep.
You know, maybe if you weren't up all night being a fucking criminal, you wouldn't be tired right now.
Whose idea was it?
Not mine.
I believe we've determined it was Quetzal's fault.
It's always Quetzal's fault. Say it again.
It is Quetzal's fault.
I mean, have you guys slept?
I
No.
have Sam right now.
Oh man.
Well,
So we have
I slept for 2
Sig,
hours.
who's the law, me, who's the order, and then we have Quetzal, who's the criminal intent.
Jesus.
And what is Crunk in that situation?
The bum bum.
Da, 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 da,
Oh, God.
da, 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 da.
I'm gonna go
And
get
I'm
some
the
water, I'll be
cheesy ass
right back.
joke in the front.
I thought you should see my burrito.
Burrito.
It's an angry burrito.
That
Sam,
doesn't,
if you
yeah,
bite
but that
her,
doesn't look
we
angry.
will defend you.
That doesn't look angry, though. That looks happy. That looks,
Sam, if you
now
bite her,
that
I
looks
will
mean.
defend you in the court of law.
He looks content.
He's so angry. He thought we were gonna play Blanket Monster, and we played him getting wrapped up by the blanket.
Well, that's what I thought you were about to do, too, the way you were doing it. I thought you were about to play Blanket Monster.
Sam, come down here.
Sam said no.
Yeah.
No.
I should zoom in on those notes right there.
Zoom and enhance.
Enhance.
Sure. Alright.
Enhance.
Zoom and enhance.
Enhance.
These are old notes. These are my list of names. And then this is the one that has the spoilers, if you wanted.
That quick. Boom, boom. Ha!
Screen clip it!
So just so I could double check, right? Because so it's Braden with a B, like B as in Bravo,
Yeah.
not okay.
He is a boy.
Okay. So it was right on my what you call it? My bag of holding.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, Indy. Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Michael,
Get him!
November.
Get it,
Oscar,
Sam! Get it!
Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victory, Whiskey, X-Ray,
Why-
X-Ray,
why-
Super.
Why are we doing the alphabet?
Why are you reading off my monitor at work?
It's literally every time somebody uses the phonetic alphabet, like my brain immediately does it. So I figured I would just do it out loud this time.
Boy, that's got to be hard for you. Every time somebody says a kilo, you have to go through the whole rest of the alphabet.
You think
No,
that
like
was-
when they specifically reference the phonetic alphabet, like he said, B as in Bravo.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, because that could be really tough for you.
Well, there's a bunch of words on that list that would be a problem. Like, I need a kilo or
Like
my
November.
uniform. I need November. Let me put on my uniform.
Papa, come here,
Papa,
Papa,
Papa.
Papa, may I go to the store?
Why are you like this?
I need to go
What?
get an extra
What's-
Yankee Zulu.
What's that I hear?
Hey,
Kelly's Kelly's searching for how to get someone or how to evict someone.
Hey, Dustin, can you pass me a Sierra Mist?
Tango down, tango
I
down.
don't need to know how to evict someone. All I would have to do is invest in apple cinnamon scented stuff for the house, and he would have to leave.
Every plug, every outlet.
Just get all the ones that do the sprays and set them every 6 minutes, just to like multiple projects of the house.
I would evolve.
I would evolve.
No, what you do is you set it to cycle so that you can control what room he's in the house at any given time of day. So, oh, this one went off. He has to leave that room. Now that one goes off.
Ooh,
No, I don't think you guys understand. Apple cinnamon like air freshener triggers a migraine in me. Like, it's bad.
You shouldn't give me that information, bro.
Well, it's okay because we traded this information, and I was like, "Hey, by the way, the smell of marijuana gives me a migraine," and then it just ends up going from there. So now I know if I'm ever like looking to get even, being like, Dustin, I could smell it because I could feel it before I could smell it, and now we're enjoying the freaking apple cinnamon spice.
I go outside. I try to negate anything like that.
You well know that there have been times where I was like, Dustin, I can tell that shit's not wrapped up. And you're like, yeah, you're right. I got a little lax.
Yeah.
You know.
Not the first time Dustin has had that conversation.
Ooh.
I don't want to.
Wow. So.
Were y'all wrapped up like sheep or?
So, are we immediately going into the woods, or?
Great question. I don't know. Are you guys?
I'm in. Yeah, we're ready. I'm ready to go. Y'all ready to go?
We gotta wait for tomorrow night.
Why? We're still midday.
We'd be over there today.
We're still midday.
Yeah, and the Fey Gate's not gonna open until tomorrow night.
Yes, but the woods
ate sheep last night, so
in the woods.
They clearly don't care.
That's why I said today is Operation Woods. Tomorrow is Fey Gate.
All right, let's go to the woods.
Let's take a nap, and then we'll be refreshed and go out of the night. We'll, you know, that little menu in Skyrim that you can push to wait, you know, a certain number of hours. Let's push that, and then you know,
skip forward.
Yeah.
Skip ahead.
I'll lie on a bed for a little while. Nobody's going anywhere.
All right. So the question for the DM then becomes, or from the DM becomes, are you going to go to Alice's house, or are you just going to go to where she told you the sheep were upbeat and start with that?
I told her we would come to her house.
I'd assume we'd go to where the sheep are being slaughtered.
Well, I want her to know that we're out there so she doesn't freak out about things out in the woods.
She's already freaking out about things out in the
That's
woods.
very sensible. I agree with Gideon. Let's do that.
So.
Hey, you's like, why are we bothering with a middleman? I just want to go.
He's already freaking out.
What do you say, Kronk? What does your gut say?
Yeah, what does Kronk's gut say?
Let's see what Kronk's gut says.
Alright, hang on, let me alt tab.
Kronk's gut says.
Kronk's gut says 13. So Kronk's gut thinks that, let's see. Let's go to where she told us to go.
Boom.
That would be probably a 13. It's like she already has requested help.
She already knows people are going out there.
Yeah. So long as Gideon's out there with them, she probably would not care. Or, you know, ultimately that depends on whether she's actually at her house or not.
There's a Kronk's gut.
So, but it matters not. I just need to know whether or not I get to. I just need to know whether or not I get to roleplay kind of a crazy person.
I mean, whatever.
So you just want to stop role playing? Just be Kelly for a while?
I heard that. And you know what? I don't appreciate it.
I'm not gonna ever clip your wings.
Thank you. Phoenix appreciates that.
Kelly, it's okay to be neurodivergent.
I hear that. I'd say it in my heart, but I hear it in the tympanums in my ears. So
I hear it in my liver.
That sounds
that's
painful.
impressive.
That's a very Kronk statement right there.
I hear this in my liver. What?
I would say the only way I could get more Kronk is I hear it in my loins.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's how I feel.
Quetzal hears it in his liver.
I know it.
Kronk hears it in his loins.
The liver.
Oh.
You
I
have
hear it
my
echo
heart
in my
and my
head.
strength and my love and my loins.
My loins.
But
And everybody just looked back like, what?
Yeah, like the one puts his sword on the log. Next guy puts his axe on the log, and then Kronk throws his junk on the log.
Just whips out that 8-inch monster, just like, Cthulhu. You have my loin. Ah!
My loins.
We got hammered by the hammer.
Yes.
I call this the Earthbreaker.
I mean,
It's the something breaker.
the thing is,
Yeah, I
like,
was thinking
all those memes where they, like, it's basically, like, the size of, like, the freaking beef Wellington, and they just, like, slap it up on the table and they start, like, slicing and serving it. That's all I can think. It's like, he comes over and it's like, bam! And this is, like, sitting there like something you'd serve.
Oh, you serve it. You serve it.
Oh god. The rails, we have left them.
You know, like on the
the
Facebook things where you like someone posts something completely
Oh,
inappropriate.
wait, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
A response because of y'all need Jesus.
Look,
Like,
it's Kronk. It's Kronk and
I
Dragon's.
need Jesus.
I'm just saying the title of this episode is Kronk's cock.
That's right, slap it. Slap it.
Spell.
It misses the most important part though, because it just needs the like. It needs that part.
It doesn't show the reverberations, which is what you need when it just goes wah 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 wah.
No, it's not even like the reverberations. It's literally just the fact that it like it's almost actually the lack of reverberations. Because like if you like slap anything else down, you would kind of like expect it to like slap and then like do that. This is like so thick and sticky that just like that's it.
Yeah,
it's
just like
Look, it's Kronk. Look, it's Kronk coming to visit you in town.
Why is Kronk's cock sticky?
Look, it's Kronk coming at you in town.
You really want to know?
Kronk will never hear the end of this.
Does Kronk want to hear the end of this?
No.
Kronk's gonna give you an end of this.
I never want to hear the end of this. Show
Kronk.
me the big floppy donkey dick that is Kronk.
I get to bust out all the dick jokes I used to use on Will for Kronk now.
Nice.
I really would like to figure out a way that I can like draw and share my screen at the same
Kronk's
time.
cock.
Just to draw Kronk's cock. Yeah, here
You're
you
gonna
go.
need a bigger tablet.
Hey. Here you go. I did my best. It's an artistic rendering.
Yes. Yes. Not to scale though.
No, it's to scale. It's just like 100 to 1.
There you go.
Like this cock is at 1 to 100th scale. This cock is at IO scale is what this is.
You know, honestly, I've never attempted to draw an anatomically correct penis. And as soon as we're done with this, I feel like I do want to try.
That is
look-
the scale of Kronk's cock when viewed from space.
Hey, look, it's all of us when we wake up in the morning.
Oh God.
But like,
Oh, I love dick jokes. Dick jokes are my favorite.
They're
Hey,
so
Kelly.
awesome.
So how did your Pathfinder session go last night?
Lots of dick jokes, man. Lots of dick jokes.
I'm just gonna look back at this piece of paper and be like, for a time, this is the most like.
That's the most accurate note you've ever took.
This is the most degenerate note session that I've ever had. Because it starts out really good, because it starts out with Quetzal's line of, I think it's better to believe in yourself than revere in heroes. And then by the end, it
just
devolves into a dick.
It's a dick.
Dick.
I mean, that is the most accurate of all of your notes, though, because that was the subject of this D&D session, was Kronk's dick.
It just makes me want to like hang out and not necessarily play D&D. I just want to like J-chill.
Yes, but if we were just J-chilling, we would not have Kronk's dick to talk about.
That's true.
Yes.
That's very true.
Kronk's dick and chill.
Oh my god.
Yes, because Kronk's dick killed you.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
So, as you approach her property, this is the part where I was like, I really wish that I could like draw it and then have you guys see it at the same time. Like in real
You can't
time.
you can't do like a capture for Discord?
Not on a separate computer, I can't.
Oh yeah, because when you log into one, it's gonna log you out the other.
Yeah. I guess if you want, I could just make a separate Discord account for the other thing.
Could do it.
I mean, I guess that'd be alright. Billy's second computer. Or I could try and figure out where my tablet, like the tablet input went, and then I can plug the tablet input into this computer and do that. I just have to find it because it's been a long time since I've used it. Maybe it's time to ask for a new one for Christmas, saying as I literally have no idea what else I would want for Christmas, and my parents rag on me. Digressing. Huh?
I'm sorry to bother you. Have you ever seen? I mean, I don't know if this would work, but this is just regular lines. I don't know if you can do just a freehand. There's a Google has a thing called Jamboard.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I just wanted it to be like a little bit more integrated with Discord.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would like really tie it in. Ideally, what I wanted to do is have Roll20 work like that, and then I could just like freehand on Roll20, but it doesn't, for whatever reason, want to cooperate with my tablet. It's like you can draw the little like dots, but you can't actually draw.
Did you?
Like,
this is gonna sound weird. I hate saying what I'm about to say. Did you try opening Roll20 with Edge? Because on my Surface, when I want to do websites that require like the pen, I have to use the Edge browser.
I mean, I didn't try.
You'll pay for the old browser, but you're only going to use the Edge.
Oh, God.
They say that about Kronk's penis, too. Because that's all anyone can handle.
I just heard a laugh from downstairs.
When Kronk says he's going to give you a rimming, it's actually the whole thing in your opinion, but it's not. It's only 6 feet of rimming.
When I do this, I don't have to put in my account info, and I don't remember it.
When Kronk says,
so yeah, it's all just saved in Google.
No. Sorry.
I mean, I'll look while you guys are chit chatting.
Yeah, it was something that on my Microsoft one that I realized that like for the pen to work on the websites, you needed to use the Edge browser because of a limitation with their software. Trust me, I feel dirty opening Edge when I'm at work.
Well, that's fine. I was just trying to figure out where I grabbed my passwords. I thought it was here.
I always feel dirty opening internet browsers at work.
Well,
What?
is it really not like on just the main page? Search engine appearance, privacy, maybe under autofill. Okay. All right, and then we want roll 20. Oh fuck this! I said Google auto-generated password. Save me.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh.
I gotta let me put my actual keyboard on here.
It's
Oh.
gonna be an hour and a half.
The at symbol, squiggly line, 4-2, little a, big C.
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
That password is the only thing longer and harder than Kronk's penis.
Oh god. But it's funny because it's Kronk's penis.
I hate it when they hide it too. Alright.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that with Kronk.
Kronk has to pay extra for pants.
Kronk always has to buy a second seat on the airplane because of his penis.
No, Kronk has to pay, what is it, ×2 extra for extra legs?
Yep.
What?
Oh, now, well, let's see, but I don't have to worry about it now. For now, I have this absolutely wonderful kilt. I love this.
Hey, you know what? If nothing else, if Kronk ever loses a leg, we don't have to worry about getting Kronk a prosthetic.
Oh God! There's a gift for that.
You're using a web browser that isn't fully supported by Roll20. Who's doodling on here? Who's doing that? I'll beat your asses.
I didn't do any such thing, and that actually was not BFFs. I wasn't even on the screen. I went back to it. Oh god.
Where is it?
Nope. That's not
Oh, what is this person's name?
It does not work on Microsoft Edge. But it was a valiant effort.
Sorry.
That's alright. What person's name?
I'll figure it out. I figured it out.
Okay.
And the prophecy was fulfilled.
I just gotta find the GIF.
Because I'm pretty sure that I can't stream in this. I guess I can recheck it.
Uh-oh.
Yep, no.
Do you want my second Discord account?
No. I don't want a second Discord login. I was just gonna tell you that there's yucky sheep over by the edge of where our property is. It's fine.
Yucky sheep.
Yucky sheep.
Yeah, yucky sheep.
Working sheep to 5. I'm gonna shear a sheep now.
I'm actually really proud of Phoenix's Photoshop. Phoenix is the one that I changed the most.
Phoenix is great.
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't know.
Phoenix,
It looks awesome.
say Phoenix's whole outfit was like this nasty tan yellow, and then it's definitely a girl avatar from Fire Emblem, but like her eyes were like this really weird like pink color, like a pale pink color. So we changed the eye color, we changed the face shape a little bit, we changed very heavily the color of the outfit, the uniform.
Phoenix doesn't look at all like I pictured him, though. I pictured him as like this, like crazy wiry haired, almost kind of like bent over, like hunched over, long robes.
No. Not
like a wild.
Yeah, not like not like a witch.
That's how I pictured it. Like,
not quite. So am I? Oh, I don't have my turn on camera. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So sheep. House. Yeah. Sheep house.
We already have the go and figure out why my sheep died. We don't need introduction past that. There's the hook.
Yeah, so sheep. Right. We head towards sheep.
Okay. So very much so like in Jurassic Park, for the most part, you don't see anything except for there is literally just a leg left. Disembodied leg left.
Ew.
Like Jurassic Park, we never bothered to see if we could or should.
We were too busy wondering if we could to debate whether or not we should.
There we go.
I would like to cast Detect Nothing because I know there's nothing going to come up.
I say we just.
I'm sure there's no lingering evil or anything, right?
I'm sure we can find something that lead us into
There
the woods.
is no obvious reaction to your detect evil.
Cool. So no lingering evil presence. Got it. Nice. Makes me happy.
I'm going to search for some sort of like Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb trail into the woods from where this leg was.
That's a good idea. That's generally under survival, but I will also allow knowledge nature.
My survival is better than my nature.
There, I didn't want to risk Sig opening up that GIF on his stream.
Well, where did you send it?
I sent it directly to Kronk.
Oh.
Oh wait.
So I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, that's fabulous.
And I don't have any survival or nature modifiers, so I'm at 1.
Okay.
I noticed nothing.
I can try to roll, but yeah, I have a +0 to survival, so I would have to do very well.
I have a 0 also.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, there we go.
I got lost.
Got lost.
Wait, hold on. Let me try and aid Quetzal. I could do that. That's just a 10.
Ah, there you go.
Woo! I got an 11. Quetzal is +2.
19.
I will say that this is a little slightly meta, unless you were planning on aiding everyone. To say, oh, well, Quetzal got the highest, therefore we're aiding Quetzal. It's fine. So, Quetzal, as you're looking at this disembodied leg on the ground, you do see like some chew marks on it, and there's like kind of like some scuff marks where you would have expected like almost like the rest of the feet to be like struggling, although
like a
missing.
wild animal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna take this time to summon Roderick, by the way.
Sure.
Because we might need him.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Specifically, do you want to summon him in view of the little cottage, or are you trying to like summon him on the tree line so he's a little bit less?
I'll summon him off by the tree line.
On the sly.
Just clarifying, because she probably wouldn't like to see it right
Big
out
big
there.
hideous creature shows up in the sheep farm. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming if it has like the unnatural fright, you probably don't want the other sheep to see it either.
Well, they won't run away from him. They just won't go anywhere near him.
You're probably not too keen on it. it's
Yeah.
not a little keen. The tracks that you can identify, for the most part, they look kind of like almost like small canine tracks, like what you'd expect out of like a coyote or like a small wolf. There's one set of tracks that it's hard to tell, like it almost looks like it was there before all the scuffling happened, but it does look like a larger canid, whether that's like a larger wolf or whether that was, something kind of DVD. It does look like it's significantly different size than the rest of the prints. But those are the only prints that you see. The small canids seem like they kind of like come and go outside of the woods. The larger canid goes back to the woods and seems quite direct. Like it comes out, that spot, and then it goes back in.
So, we going in?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For the record,
look over here. Here's the spot.
anybody who's trying to track, I'm giving guidance to. So you just get a +1.
Is that a spell or is that like a continued thing?
It's a spell. I have to cast it every time they make a check. It lasts for a minute or until discharged. So I'm just kind of keeping it up on whoever's tracking.
Is that going to continue to be Quetzal since he's the one that found the culprit?
Probably. It ain't gonna be Crunk.
Certainly ain't gonna be
Cronk's
you.
guts, like, no, hated.
I think
Quetzal's got us this far.
Quetzal's for our is our tracker.
Roderick can try. He has perception.
Do you know how tiny the footprints of brine shrimp are? Of course I'm good at tracking.
Sam is finally wanting to sleep. Finally. After trying to be up in my face like this whole game, he's like, I guess I'll allow myself to lay down and actually sleep. I forget how the rules work as far as maintaining a track. Do you have to maintain survival checks, or you just roll the 1 and then follow the 1?
It depends on distance and whatever you want and how difficult the terrain is.
Sure. So one thing that happens pretty quickly is you like start to get into the forest. Like if you head into the forest perpendicular to the forest, it definitely puts the thick in thicket to the point where it's actually pretty dense. And you would need to take out like almost like one of the little hack and slashers to make your way through some of the bigger stuff. It's a lot of like undergrowth. So although there are lots of, there's older trees, they're kind of spread out so far that you can see like 4 or 5 in like your field of view, but just it's amassed by like these small, really dense shrubs, thickets and things like that. So like it's definitely not an easy trek by any means, to kind of keep track of those footprints. One of the things that you kind of like notice with the footprints as well too is that they almost seem like partials. So it's like you seem like you get good impressions on like one side and then not the other side, but then it kind of like switches, and then there's impressions on one side and not the opposite side. They almost
like it's skipping.
Not like a whole foot is skipping, but almost like certain parts of it are not phased in correctly. Does that make sense? So it's
Oh god, if I know what these are, I fucking hate you.
it just doesn't seem like it's getting a full footprint every time. There's parts missing of what you would expect in the footprint. But there comes a point where you're about maybe like 15 to 20 feet deep into the forest. You can still see out. That those tracks don't really exist anymore. It like progressively gets more like missing.
Hey Sig, we got blink dogs?
It's looking like that.
Oh, I hate blink dogs. You know me.
I also hate blink dogs, for the record, because I don't know if you remember helping me build a shock magus, one of the two Stevens, but we had like that one-off campaign that I did with Kat in college. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a shock magus. I just like crit that spell and it's like all these dice. And we fought fucking blink dogs and I was mad. I was so mad.
I would be furious personally.
There were a bunch of them too. It was like 5 or 6 of them, and we like got our asses handed to us, dude. He ended up having to, on the fly, reduce the 50-50 miss chance to like a 1 in 4 miss chance because we were all fucking up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Or he could have done what he should have done and ate your asses.
Yeah. It was a pre-made campaign, and there was a relationship between the DM and Kat at the time, so he obviously didn't want to do that to Kat. I should probably say she didn't want to do that to Kat, but it was before her transition.
So I have made notes for tonight about us contacting our home base and being charged with investigating the atrium. Us weaseling one more day out of Phoenix, ask him to stay here for another day so that we can investigate the forest and figure out what's going on. Casting purified food and drink on the blood for whatever reason, like it might work. Who knows?
Who knows?
It made
And
Gideon
now-
feel better.
Peace of mind.
We are deep, deep in the forest, being stalked potentially by ethereal beings.
Dope.
Turned blood into water.
Sounds like it's checking a lot of boxes.
It's a quest.
Yay, quests!
I have an idea. Kronk, do you want to pretend like you're bait? You know, like bang your drum around, and maybe it'll, scare up some whatever this assailant is.
Sure. I'm sure I can absolutely do that. Anything to help.
Friendly reminder that this sheep was killed at this point like over 12 hours ago. And it's a big forest.
Oh, well, I guess we could keep following the tracks.
The
Yeah, I
tracks
would keep following the tracks. Because if it's been 12 hours and they killed a sheep, they're probably not going to be hunting anytime soon.
Wait, do we have Phoenix with us right now?
No, Phoenix is
No,
not
no.
right now.
We should have brought Phoenix with us.
Go get Phoenix.
Phoenix could have sniffed this out.
I can. Okay, hang on. I have a spell for this. So,
Do you have the spell Summon Phoenix?
Wait, yeah. Do you have Summon Phoenix?
Do you have the spell, Mir? Mir.
No, but I have the spell.
I hate that, Vic. I really hate that. We're done. That's just done.
Mir.
So if
It's
is
like, is that the spell?
I cast.
I cast.
Oh,
Mir.
I didn't see your message, Vic. Oh no.
So I have the spell Locate Object. It goes out 600 feet from me.
Okay.
And so I could attempt to locate more of them sheep carcass bones, and see if I can find those within the belly of the beast that we're tracking.
Oh god, we're about to dig through a poop pile like this is Jurassic Park.
Yes, we are.
It's my domain spell, locate object.
Love,
Yeah.
love Aspu.
And once it stops being a creature, it starts being an object. We've established that before.
My question is.
Wait, does that mean I can put the
verbiage.
skeleton back together with mend?
Yeah.
My question becomes the verbiage of this says you sense the direction of a well-known or clearly visualized object.
Oh, what? Look, I have a heal check. I know what
It is
bones
a
look
clearly
like.
visualized sheep bone.
Yeah, I could make based on the carcass we found, I can make a heal check to try to determine, it's just like jazz. It's all about the bones that aren't there. And then I can visualize those bones in my head and cast locate object. Bone jazz.
Okay, but does it really work? Like, can you literally, like, feed someone most of a burger and then just be like, guess where was the burger?
Where was the cow?
Where is the burger?
Well, I guess unless the creature's stomach is a thin sheet of lead, it works. I have to.
Or not on this plane of existence.
Yeah, I guess if it is ethereal, then it may or may not be on this plane of existence. But the bones might be on this plane of existence, which would give us a direction.
It does say creatures cannot be found by this spell.
He's
That's
not
why I'm
checking a
looking for
creature,
bones.
he's checking a bone.
He is tracking a skull, a sheep skull.
You guys are being awfully sassy about it.
Hold on.
You're being awfully sassy about
I'm
it.
just using all the tools at my
Um,
disposal.
You said how far does it go? 600 feet?
Only 600 feet. So,
Only 600 feet. So only
2
two
football
football
fields.
fields.
That's not that far. That's like an eighth of a mile.
Through a dense forest.
Yeah, I would say that all the creatures that partook in that carcass are probably too far to observe with that spell currently. I mean, ultimately, the little pack of coyotes is back in Kuzafut's nose direction, over by Edgefold. Hi, Sam.
So,
Are you awake again?
assuming this beast is of this plane, we would need some place to hold up. So,
Would you
Damn
guys
it.
be able to roll 3 perceptions for passive perception and let me know the highest roll, please?
Sure.
Is it something that I would consider threatening?
Perceptions, you said?
Mm-hmm.
My
It would
highest
be
received.
something. Okay.
Three perceptions.
I got a 14 for the first one. Oh, I'm sorry. You just want to know.
I just want to know the highest.
Ooh. Ooh.
If it's something Roderick would give a fuck about. Oh, wait, it's
Oh.
3 each?
Oh, with my modifier 24. Sorry, I rolled
shit.
an 8.
Wait, is it 3 total or 3 each area?
Roll
Uh-huh.
3 total,
Okay.
but take your highest
Okay.
and tell me the highest.
Nice.
Including your mods.
Nice.
So I
Thank
got
you.
The highest is an 18.
a 17, but if Roderick would give a fuck about it, he got a 28.
What is the command for Roderick right now then?
Roderick only cares about things that could be considered a threat. That's all he ever cares about.
I understand that, but I need to know like the qualifications for threat because he does not have like his own intelligence, right? It's just whatever Gideon
Well,
says.
he's technically like in the game, they have an intelligence, but to try to make him a little less OP. Like Like, he can actually talk. I just choose to not have him talk. Like he
like Mr. Hom from Star Trek.
He only cares like if it's an active threat or something that might lead to a threat. Like, you know, brush rustling he would look at, you know.
I guess
A
that's
blood
just
trail
so
he might care about.
ambiguous at times, but let's grab. What did you get, Sig?
I got 17. Thank God
Okay.
you said highest roll, not lowest.
And Gideon's was
Highest
the
was the
17.
17. Yeah.
Okay. And Croc's was
18.
18. And Quetzal's
26.
32.
what the
Well,
fuck?
Welcome to
Yeah.
Cleric. Cleric with points and perception, the best perceivers in the entire game.
That was my first roll was a 19 plus 13. And then my last two
Plus
rolls were a 2
13.
and a
Welcome,
4.
welcome to clerics and perception skills.
I like how
It's
it's
so
like
funny because like I just envision him like freaking
Sprine Strip. He's
not like Captain Sparrow. I just like he's just kind of like the guy, and then like he notices the thing, but totally just like acts like he's oblivious. And then they ask him a question about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, this," and they're like,
Oh, I thought you were envisioning me like, you know, Cat and Sparrow, like a sparrow flutters by and like my pupils just immediately dilate to be like huge black pools.
Captain Jack Sparrow, not
Oh.
cats and sparrows.
I just envision him like the dogs from Up. He's sitting there talking about brine shrimp, and all of a sudden, squirrel!
Shrimp!
Yeah, I almost had my two maximums. I had a -1 and I had a 17. We're great.
Completed. It's completed.
I only needed one more. It would have been 18 and -1 is my maximums. Maximum minimum.
So as Quetzal and Heyu walk through this forest, like there are certain things that like you could feel like you could almost see like some of the plants fade in and out of being solid. So like the leaves will kind of intermittently appear like translucent, and then they'll like blow back the other direction with the wind, and then they'll be back to like feeling or looking solid. In addition to this, as you guys kind of like head towards the middle of the woods where it's significantly darker, towards the middle of the woods, you feel like you can see, again, my 2 over 20s. You feel like you can almost see, like, have you ever had your eyes closed for so long that you like can kind of see color like spots, but they're not actually there? It's just your eyes like not understanding how dark it is, and it's just like trying to paint a color to the darkness.
Yep.
You feel like you can almost see something like that. Where it's hard to like really identify edges to it or like identify movement of it. It just it doesn't look like what you were looking at in the town where everything like seemed solid and your perception is very like clear cut defined. It almost looks like the woods are playing tricks on your eyes.
That doesn't work for me because my eyes are so sensitive to light I can see through my eyelids. So
That's probably fair. The way that I can kind of like also do it like is if you close your eyes and you like cover them and you like kind of push a little bit.
okay, yeah, that I know.
Oh my god.
It's like that. Not like a lot, but, you know, it's just like it like changes the color of it.
Yeah, no, I
Just
used to do that as a kid
Oh.
when you'd push on the eye and like it would go black.
Well, there's we must have
shouldn't
entered
go
a field of
black, fam.
shrooms here.
Push too hard.
Y'all getting that? Y'all sense those shrooms?
At
Hey,
this point,
I thought it was my leaf.
no, I was about to say at this point, Heyu pulls the leaf out and starts chewing on it.
Smoking it.
Actually, I did look up all the drugs, recreational drugs that you can take in Pathfinder.
Of course you did.
I wanted to know if there was a elfish weed.
Elfweed, like
Isn't-
it was
isn't
in
there?
D&D.
Yes, there is.
There is. Yeah, it's
There-
called
It's something weed. It's like glam weed or something like that.
glimmer weed or something like that. Oh.
No, it's literally like it's super short name.
All I know is that we ruined a town's economy by convincing the farmers to grow it.
I mean, is it lawful? Probably not. But is it good?
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
they were making way more money with that than they were with corn. And then everyone in the village died.
Table weed.
Are these numbers new numbers then for you, Travis? Or were those your?
No, the 32 is my highest number. I was just testing out a macro.
Oh.
He was
okay.
adding new
But
pictures.
if you want me to roll again, I can.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure that like you weren't being like, all right, I specifically concentrate on these because those
well,
are
I
your
do.
concentrate rolls.
It is a clue, so yeah, I am concentrating on him, but like I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, at 32, you're staring holes in it. So.
You pierce the hole into the next realm.
Oh, for the record, this is not the kind of thing that Roderick would pay attention to.
Exactly.
He saw this last night and was like, "Fuck, I don't give a fuck."
Maybe you should bring that up.
But I don't know. He did. He never told me. So.
Hey, look! Check out this tear in space. Is it a tear in space? I'm not sure.
Have you been chewing on my leaf?
Character
Terror
screams
in
out.
space, what are you talking?
Hey, Croc, take a look at this. What does your gut tell you?
All right, what am I looking at?
You're looking at like the way the like world kind of wavers around your eyes in this particular area over here.
All right. Well, with a 6, yeah, seems pretty normal to me.
All right.
Like how
Well,
Heather answers Kronk's cut for you.
well, we'll do the typical paladin thing. Detect nothing. All right, nothing's there. Got it.
I aggressively detect evil.
All right. Well then, maybe we should see what's up, and Quetzal will walk towards it.
I will walk towards it with him.
So as you walk towards like this visual defect, which is what I'm going to call it, it seems like it kind of starts to shift. So instead of being like in front of you, it starts to kind of like shift over, like feeling less like it's straight deeper into the woods to more like to the right. But it doesn't ever feel like you're getting really closer to it. So.
Can I roll like a nature check or planes check or something?
Sure.
Or religion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this spell is used because I used this earlier today. I never marked it.
Eh.
That must have been a really low dice.
Yeah, it's not great. I rolled a 5. A lot of single digits for the old Q man, or Q person.
Were you rolling religion on it?
Did you want to roll your other knowledges or no?
I just have religion. I don't have planes. I didn't have enough skill points to take it. I'm not the smart one.
I think you are though.
Does anyone else want to roll?
I'm the
for it?
wise one.
I unfortunately
Knowledge,
don't.
nobility, and history wouldn't affect it.
Yeah.
I
have
knowledge
lo-
local is all I have. I mean, I have bardic knowledge. I mean, that's my gut check.
I could pull a Gandalf and sit here for a while. And,
I don't have any knowledge checks.
I could say I have no memory. Of
I am
this
not a
place."
smart orphan. I may not be a smart man.
Jeez,
Hey,
Austin.
dude, you want to shoot that wavering thing over there? Maybe shooting it is the right answer.
I could
Ask
shoot.
questions while punching.
I could shoot.
I mean, it
I
worked
was
in the
trying not to
Predator.
be a murder hobo, but I think that's all we're good at.
You know,
Do you
all
want
of
me to shoot
infinities
my
did say
arrow
we
that way?
know our skill sets and we should bank on those skill sets. Go murder hobo.
Okay.
Sam is very loud. Right? He's attacking a mouse downstairs.
Well, he just brought me the mouse. He's very proud of himself. Good boy.
Was it actually a mouse?
No. It's his. It's
Okay.
He has a little.
That's why I was sitting there going, wait, what?
I was like, damn, he is a good boy.
He's a very good kitty. Now
I
he's
can't tell you
very
how
proud
many
of him.
Like two
times my
mice
parents.
since we got him.
I can't tell you how many times my parents' cats have like just shown up to us one day. Like they just strolled up to me or my brother or my parents, and then just drop a mouse at our feet. Like, hey, caught this.
We all know why you're here.
Hey, you're welcome.
And it's the look at Sam.
I'll have to tell you the Lori's cat story about catching a mouse later.
Yeah.
It's gross and hilarious.
Oh, my favorite.
But what are we doing about this shimmer? Am I shooting
Yeah.
it?
I
Well,
can't see it, so detect
we-
magic.
Are we able to see it now that it's being pointed out or no?
So it's difficult for those of you who have low modifiers to see it. But those of you who have normal modifiers, as you like try and focus in on it, like again, it doesn't seem like it's located in one place. It's
Normal
like,
modifiers, aka
Not Sig. Not Sig.
Sig's over squinting at it like he's like a kid in high school that should have gone to the optometrist 3 years ago, but their parents just didn't realize it was that bad.
fucking me.
I thought he was squinting like he was in freaking a science lab, but forgot to put on his safety glasses. Give him the safety squints.
Right.
What? I mean, what did we need to see it? I don't know if
Does
I-
detect magic
So
let me see it?
So to notice them, like to be the first ones to notice them, the two that noticed it were the two that got higher than 20s. But as far as to see it, so long as you're not having a negative, I will let you be able to observe the effect without trying like too much harder. For those of us with negatives, they're like trying and they're having a very difficult time actually focusing on it because ultimately it's not like it's an orb of light. It doesn't look like an orb of light. It's almost just like the spot where like when heat waves rise up and it like kind of distorts the air to the point where like the light doesn't refract correctly. It's kind of like
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
But it is that with like an aurora, it would be kind of like that. So it's got like that waver to it, but it also is like a slightly different hue.
Okay. All right. So that being the case, Kronk's gonna walk into it.
So that's the thing about this. It's like the more you guys seem like you're trying to get closer and closer to it, the more you realize that even though you've been walking for a minute, it doesn't seem like it's any closer.
Ooh, this is one of those optical illusions. Maybe we have to walk backwards.
Wait. I have an idea. Kronk
Detect
closes
magic.
his eyes and walks forward.
I'm just gonna keep detecting magic.
So as you detect magic, it definitely gives off like a magic aura, but it's not like as solid as you would have expected. It's as if the magic in and of itself is fading in and out of that plane.
Okay, so it's definitely plane shifty magic.
Yeah.
While I have detect magic up, can I see any sort of runes or anything on the ground that would be a gate or portal?
None so far with where you guys have walked.
Hey guys, could this have anything to do with the gate that we found? And maybe
Theoretically,
it's phasing
there has to be some sort of gate or portal around here because this is definitely a magical gate. We need to find where it's bound.
Right.
What if it's just the
Is
nature
it-
of the beast, as it were?
Is it phasing because it's not at full capacity like it will be tomorrow night?
I think it's probably phasing because it's not able to achieve full power for one reason or another.
It
You
doesn't.
know, like,
it hasn't
instead of
eaten enough
it
shrimp
moves?
yet.
All right, well, you got the shrimp. Throw the shrimp at it.
So I'm gonna start. Me and Roderick are gonna start looking for a gate of some measure.
Did the farmer mention when the sheep were
It was
attacked?
overnight at one point.
Well, we might just have to camp out here then.
I don't want to do that. I want to wrap this up so that.
Well, because it
Sounds
sounds
like it's from far away. Quetzal and Heyu do not have to re-roll. If anyone else wants to re-roll, Roderick included, you can re-roll your perception. Ouch, Gideon.
God damn.
Listen, okay?
Damn.
I'm a white gnome in a dangerous situation. I fell.
I felt threatened.
He tripped over a stick, fell face first right into some mud.
Does Kronk or Sig want to re-roll?
Oh, I
their
did.
Passive ones.
Yeah, I did.
I'll
Yeah, I
try. Yeah, I'll give it another try.
I was leaning down too far looking for a very tiny little gate, and I looked up and I got a glimpse up Kronk's skirt or kilt, and I was scared.
You guys see the kilt I posted in Discord? That's the one I bought. Kronk.
Nice. Oh, that's perfect. I got
The
a
utility
25, so I bested the 20.
Okay. Fair enough. I did just mean the one, but fair enough.
Oh, sorry about
So
that. The
this
one
one-
would have just been a 17.
No, so the one before it was like a passive one as you guys were walking. So I was like, they'll eventually notice this thing. This one is an isolated event. That being said, so so we rolled our perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I will also need. I need a will save from everybody with intelligence.
Well,
No, that's me.
That rules all of us out.
You know, I might not have perception, but I've got that covered.
Everyone with an intelligence modifier?
Yeah, well, so long as your intelligence is more than 2. Not a +2, more than 2.
So long as we have agency.
Yeah, and the DC is 28.
Is it a fear, though?
I pass.
It is a... yes, mind-affecting fear.
Okay,
I got
so
19.
Sig's immune, and we all get bonuses for being near him.
Correct.
What are the bonuses?
I believe it's a...
Not enough to get to a 28, my dude.
The only one who's getting up there is me.
Yeah.
But, +4.
I could have gotten... No, I couldn't have gotten there. I could have gotten very close.
I might be able to get there.
Well, I could choose one person, so here we go. So the fear effect is going off?
So I'll narrate what happens for you first, and then you can figure your second part out if you would like to extend.
Well, it's an immediate action that will go off if a fear effect goes off.
What is it?
Word of resolve. I could choose one person and give them a reroll on it with a +4.
Do you want to hear what it is before you use a spell?
Well, I didn't know if... I don't know if I know what the effect is or not. You understand? It depends on how you want to work the immediate action.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So the will save as a fear. So essentially what you guys hear, so all of my people with higher than a 20, you guys hear what sounds to be like almost like the cracking of like a really large tree trunk, followed by like the shifting of like the leaves, like the noise that the leaves make when the tree fells. And then with that, there's like a reverberating kind of like thud, but it's not like a thud and then it stops. It like thud, 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 thud 4 times. At the end of the 4th time, there's like this really nasty, like spine tingling howl that shakes like all the leaves on the forest, and all of the lights that you guys had seen go out. And this is where your fear effect comes in. It's triggered via the howl. DC 28.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna word of resolve Quetzal. The only other person I think is gonna be able to pass this. So Quetzal, you are now plus 10.
Plus 10 of my normal roll?
Yep. So you re-roll and you get a plus 10 with all my bonuses. With the bonus from the spell.
Oh, 32.
He did? Did you just do that with his bonus, or is that without his bonus?
That's with his bonus. I have a plus 10 without it.
Okay, I was like, damn, son, you got a
Right.
32. So everyone who did not make that will save.
So
is
question:
gonna
what was
be-
the word of resolve?
It's a spell. It's an immediate
No,
action.
no, no. What was your word?
I know what it is. It's the song spell person, and it's I'm stuck on Band-Aid brands because Band-Aid stuck on me heel too.
Oh,
That's what
God.
it is.
Spell singer.
Shut up. Spell singer.
Spell
Thank you.
singer.
Thank you. It's that.
I love that spell.
Those of you who hear it are shaken for an hour. So it's a condition in which you guys are taking a -2 penalty on attack roll, saving throws, skill checks, ability checks. It's a less severe state of fear than frightened or panic. For Dustin.
So it's pretty much -2 to everything.
It's not good.
It's not great.
Get
Roderick
behind me.
gets bigger.
Stay behind me.
Okay.
I'll protect you.
-2 to every.
That's my line.
Boof.
So the noise of it itself, those like 4 resounding thuds, they don't necessarily appear as though they're coming towards you, away from you, or anything. It's just, it seems almost like if you were to imagine like a giant bell tolling and sending that echo out as a ripple, it almost sounds like that, but with like a really like earthy technique to it. Like it's made obviously because of some sort of vibration to the ground.
All right.
So Roderick gets bigger because I got scared.
Are we going that way?
Yeah, we should follow it.
Find it or leave it alone. It has a DC 28 will save attached to just an auditory noise.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can't make that without a. Wait, what is my will save? +2. Yeah, no.
Yeah, my
Krog's
my
like,
will
I'm
save
a
is
brave big boy,
+1.
but I'm not that brave a big a boy.
Well, no, it's not that he's not a brave boy. It's just that, I mean,
You can always roll a
without
20.
rolling stupid high.
You might also be able to counter-perform it if it's auditory.
You
You
could.
can use your drums to stir our hearts.
I do not have that.
Nope. Second.
Gideon and Roderick are going forward.
Yep.
Let me know when 5 minutes have elapsed.
Yeah, Kronk is also going forward, though he be shaken.
Okay, wait. Which way's forward? Are we going towards the noise or towards the shimmer?
Towards the noise.
The shimmer no longer exists. When that
Oh.
noise happened, all of those like lights went out.
Okay, I guess we're going towards the noise.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta. That's where the adventure is.
I'm following behind Roderick. I'm using him as like the
The
fullback, and I'm the little.
15-foot tall shield.
Yep. He's the fullback. I'm the little running back, walking behind him. Like, let's go.
So the noise you guys heard was quite far away. Unless you run towards it, you would not make it in under your 5 minutes pick.
That's fine. Just let me know when 5 minutes elapses. So
as you guys get closer and closer to where you think this noise was coming from, the brush kind of gets thicker. It gets a lot darker. So before you were noticing like, oh, it's just thick woods dark. It's not just thick woods dark anymore. It almost seems almost like a magical darkness at this point. The canopy of trees is also getting taller as well too. So from the outside of this forest, it looked like it was pretty flat. But what you're seeing is that like the ground's actually on a
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna say the word decline, but it seems like that's not actually the word that I want, because I just want the opposite of incline, so I think it's decline, but it's at a downward slope. The trees all stay about the same height, but because that distance is getting farther, it's getting significantly darker. The path that you guys are on, it's also like getting more like swamp-like as well too. So the ground that you're standing on is no longer like dry and firm and like moss springy. It's starting to get kind of like when you lift your boot, you get the noise.
So when you're saying it's magical darkness, are we like, is it darkness here?
It is going to be like, because I think it's in steps, right? From like, let me just grab that actually really quick, because I think there's like different.
There's two forms. Yeah, there's two forms of darkness.
Yeah, there's
one of them we can't see in. The other one it just makes it darker, and I can't remember which version Pathfinder uses.
There's a bunch of them. So there's daylight, then there's dim light, then there's darkness, then there's deeper darkness.
Right, but then there's the spell darkness, which
darkness is
has
just darkness.
Two forms.
Yeah, that's darkness and deeper darkness.
Right, because one of them you can't see through even with dark vision.
Correct, that's deeper darkness. I just need to know if my item's going to work or not.
I just need to know if I can see a damn thing.
I can't see shit.
I'm just trying to find that, because I know that there's a table. I'm just trying to figure out where the table is. Either way, it's not a magical darkness. It's just
unnatural.
I should say, yeah, like a supernatural darkness, I guess. Okay. It's not like someone has instantaneously cast a spell in this area. It's like, it's kind of like the residual magic of the forest, but not like, forest isn't like, and I cast the spell darkness, and then they were all lost. No, it's just like, with the combination of some of like the more magically type plants and just like the undergrowth of it being so unnaturally thick.
Someone cast the spell spook.
Quetzal, what weapon do you use? Remind me.
I have a few weapons, but I mostly have a.
Do you usually have a free hand?
Weapon of my god is the staff. So.
You usually have a free hand or no?
Yeah. Well, no, I have a shield.
Oh.
I don't wear it a lot, but I have it.
Would you mind carrying my flashlight?
I guess so. I could also just cast light.
Well, I pull out a mug that has a flip down top on it, and inside of it has a rock with continual flame cast on it. And I hand it to Quetzal.
Okay. I could also cast light.
Yes, but if this becomes even darker, it'll at least deal with that. If it becomes darker than that, we have problems.
If it becomes darker than that, then we can just turn into who we are and then be able to see in the dark.
I don't think we have that as very young.
Yeah, we do. We have blind sense and dark. Well, at least I do. I have blind sense and dark vision. I think you're a gold, right? Gold to get that.
No, our big thing is transforming into other things.
Oh, okay.
That's our bread and butter.
I can
can't
see.
be
I can see things really well. That's
hit by
my
a
bread and
trap.
butter.
Let's
That's
see
why I
what-
have venomous stare instead of voce.
As a copper? Yeah, as a copper dragon, I have uncanny dodge.
you are looking at a wormling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only wrote down what I get with very young. I also wrote down.
Oh
the
yeah,
spells I
well,
get
all
with the
dragons
juvenile
have
and
dragon sense.
I also wrote down what I get for juvenile and adult dragon, just in case we ever get to that point.
So yeah, you're right. We all have the dragon sense with the blind sense.
Well, that's good at least. That's good to know.
Okie dokie. I think 5 minutes would have passed by the time we get like a little darker into the woods, though. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Roderick's back to normal size.
We're all gonna die.
And I'm back in his
The home screen.
backpack with a freaking crossbow out and loaded like a little mini turret.
You're
Shoulder mounted
Yodaing right now. We can see you Yoda.
So yeah, I pull out my
I hate that series, dude.
So yeah, I pull out my ion torch and light it up above my head and hand my flashlight to Quetzal.
Sure.
I should strap it to my crossbow. Tactical flashlight.
Yes.
Is this a good cliffhanger to leave off on?
I think so.
Up to you guys.
I think so. Into the dark woods we go.
Into the darkness.
I think it sounds good.
Fear has just gripped most of the party as we push further into the woods.
Hey, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting in the face of fear.
So you're saying no
Quetzal-
paladins
Quetzal
have
goes-
courage?
Quetzal
Yes.
goes, don't worry, it'll be okay. And the narrator goes, it would not be okay.
It was at that point he realized that he had f***ed up.
That is the key to a good story right there. It was at that moment he'd realized he'd fucked up.
Yup.
All right. I'm a little tired. Oh, sorry. Give me the yawn there. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys are tired, we can stop here. That's totally fine. If you wanted to get to like the next step of this, we could get to the next step of this, which would be finding that area of effect. But it's up to you guys. So, if you want to find the area of that effect next time, happy to have that. In which case, it would also let me draw a map.
Yeah, just
Say that.
I like maps. We all like maps.
Yes, I like maps.
I like maps too.
Maps
With
are
more
awesome.
protagonists. With
You want
cool,
more protagonists?
More
with cool
protagonists.
hair.
More and more photoshopped characters.
Yeah, an anime protagonist has
Hey,
cool hair.
If you guys ask me, I think Kelly should make just
A map?
I should make profile pictures for what?
our characters. How you envision them.
Oh, you want me to like grab?
Oh, that'd be
All
fun.
right.
It's just
Okay.
Kronk is just gonna be a giant penis with legs.
That's basically
We're
it.
not gonna be able to show Kronks on the channel.
You're just gonna see it's just gonna be like arm, leg, and then the penis just covers the whole mid torso.
You know how they have that like big T-Rex inflatable suit? I just feel like Kronk has like taken that and like done adjustments to it, so it's just like the penis, and then like his hands are just like the two little hanger outserts in the scrotum.
Nice.
And then
I
Kronk
got a
could,
big head and little arms.
and then Kronk can look like he's always hugging his penis.
Aw, I use it as a baseball bat.
Okay, well, I
Unconventional
not
weaponry
tired
feat.
yet, so if you guys I will do that tonight if you guys want. So, but can you remind me? I think it's Quetzal is like a whitish, grayish, blondish hair, right? What color
Yeah,
eyes?
they have they're silvery.
What color eyes?
I don't know. What color are my eyes, Kronk?
I've always found them to be a lovely lilac color.
They're a lovely lilac color.
A lovely
All right.
lilac color.
Kronk is blonde, right?
Yeah, Kronk has blonde hair and piercing blue eyes and facial hair. He looks a lot like the picture that I have in there.
Yeah. And then hey you.
Copper hair, green eyes.
And then Gideon.
He looks like the little dude I put in there.
Yes, it's brown hair, green eyes, right?
Yeah.
And then Sig is blonde blue too, right?
Dirty blue.
Yes.
Dark blue.
Completely unrelated sports thing.
Do you mean like a dark blue, or do you mean a dirty blonde?
Dirty blonde. Blue eye.
So like a normal blue eye then?
It varies between whatever I can get in the game, whether it's a bright blue or a darker blue.
Whatever you can get in the game.
Yeah.
Talk about me photoshopping it.
Well, then, dealer's choice.
Alright.
It's what you envision our characters look like.
And then, sorry fam, I'm not gonna be able to do Roderick.
Oh, sadness.
Just put a rock.
Why?
A picture of
It's
a rock.
because he unhinges his jaw.
Draw a picture of him eating, Kelly.
I'm just gonna send you a snake.
Ah.
A snake, a snake.
The elites off of Halo.
Badger.
That's what I get.
Oh,
It's like
mushroom,
where they got,
mushroom.
like, the four. That's also what I get.
So the story about my friend Lori's cat, they would always give it treats when it's a very good mouser, and it will bring in a dead mouse and put it on the ground and meow, and they give it treats. Well, it brought in a mouse, and they pulled out the treats, and it set the mouse down, and the mouse ran away. They said, "You didn't kill it, you don't get the treats," and they put the treats back in the box. So
Did it pee on their floor?
no.
Pee on the floor.
The next day, Lori gets up and sees half a mouse laying where she would normally put the mice for treats. So she gives it treats. And then about an hour later, she hears her brother in his bedroom go, "Oh, fuck!" and then come hopping on one foot out of the bedroom, sits down in the computer desk, takes out the treats, gives the cat some treats. And Lori looks at her brother and goes, "So that's where the other half of the mouse went." She put it next to his bed, and when he got out of bed, he stepped on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a message.
That cat was proving a fucking point.
You wanted what now?
Although I feel like
That's where I sign
teaching
off.
the cat that if
Alright,
it
thanks,
rips
Dustin.
the mice in half,
Thank you.
it gets 2 treats is probably a bad thing to do.
You heading out too, Travis? Alright, good
Yeah,
night.
thank y'all. Good
Travis.
night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Y'all have a
Night.
fabulous evening.
Thank you, Kelly. That was fun.
Yes, awesome job. As
Thanks
always.
for running. I really appreciate it.
Yee.
Alrighty, I gotta end the stream.
I would say I will also have to be without like a couple minutes too. So, but thanks for playing. I appreciate it. I'll get some stuff around for next session.
Awesome.
And I will get character avatars too. if you want.
There you go.
All right.
Alrighty.
See you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, guys. Unfortunately, as we put it, another episode has come to a close for the Dragon campaign. Thank you so much for hanging out so far. If you've missed any of the Dragon campaign and you want to play catch up with us, it's really easy. You can go on the YouTube /Siegfried42 and you can find the entire catalog of the Dragon campaign from beginning to end under the RPG creative category. And you can also go there for anything if you want to play catch up. We have the entire Shadowbringers storyline playing through, as we're now playing through Endwalker on Final Fantasy. So if you want to watch the previous stuff, you can watch it on there. And all kinds of other stuff is on the YouTube there. So hopefully we will see you there. But if nothing else, guys, it is truly appreciated to have you here all the time. It means the world to me, whether you're here for 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days. You're all amazing as always. And if nothing else, I hope you have a great rest of your evening, morning, day, afternoon, evening. You know, the things. Alright, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Good night, everyone. Button! Button. Also, Gotham.